Alright everybody, welcome to Monday Night Raw. We're watching WWE Raw tonight, and as we can see, it looks like the show is starting off with some Seth freaking Rollins. The show is starting off with the first segment of the night. That is what is apparent right now. We're getting our first segment of the night right here, right now, so let's update that real quick. We're kicking off the show with a segment. And usually I say that the first opening act, let it be a match, let it be a segment, it really sets the tone for the rest of the show. So let's see what kind of a segment is this one going to be, because obviously, considering Seth Rollins' outfit, it doesn't look like he's out here to wrestle Finn Balor right now. So it definitely will be a segment, maybe a promo battle. Let's see how this goes down. And by the way, Andy, Jonathan, Gary, it's great to see everybody. Welcome. It's lovely to see all of you, my brothers. Hope you're all doing well. But let's see what does Seth Rollins have in store for us tonight. The United States Champion. We know he's going to be wrestling Finn Balor later on tonight, but what does he have in store for us right now? Why is he here now? Let's listen in. It's good to see everybody, Chua. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And, you know, we keep giving you bangers after bangers after bangers. Together here, we make history, you know. All of the interviews, all of the shows, watch-alongs here are definitely bangers after bangers. And tomorrow, we got something else coming up. So, looking forward to it. You know, maybe you guys can take a guess, but we've got a very big interview. A really big interview coming up very, very soon. And True says Seth is wearing a reflective outfit. Yes, he is. That's right. Shining so bright that I need to wear my sunglasses because Seth Rollins is such a star. His outfit is so shiny. That's right. Seth Rollins, always the drip. I guess he has finally overtaken me as the drip king. I think it's finally happening. And Ricky, it's good to see you, my brother. Andy, True, everybody. It's good to see all of you guys. Brooklyn Joker says, Asia breaking news. That's right. It's true. It's sad, but it's true. Kevin Owens was injured at a house show. Terrible injury, and he will be gone for extended period. It is very unfortunate that he will be missing War Games because of the injury. It's sad. Yeah, but it's true. It's correct. Horrible. Nigel, it's good to see you, my brother. Mr. K9 is in the house. He says he may call out Bobby Lashley and Ali and Theory. That'll be interesting. Let's see. I don't know if he needs to call out Theory. Nobody needs to call out Theory at this point because Theory is going down the drain in his own misery. So he can stay right there. By the way, we've got a massive interview coming up. Tomorrow, I'm going to be interviewing one of those stars that, you know, it's the most talked about these days. The very dangerous, the very scary Masha Slamovich is going to be on the show Wednesday. The interview with Masha comes out on Wednesday. We'll be interviewing her tomorrow. If you guys have any questions for Masha, anything that you'd like to ask her, let me know and I will be asking her those questions. So, yeah. But Masha Slamovich will be here on Wednesday. It's happening. I know, True. KO is not a very easy person to replace. You know, he's such a talent, so it'll be interesting to see who replaces Kevin Owens, for sure. And that's right, I see it. I'm glad I'm wearing my protective sunglasses to protect myself from those ultraviolet rays that are coming off from Seth Rollins' outfit. That's sweet. Wow, I love that outfit. Well, one thing's for sure, Triple H has made these titles important once again. You know, US title and the Intercontinental title all the way from, the days of Austin Theory using the US title as a prop, and Shinsuke Nakamura or Sami Zayn using the Intercontinental Championship as a prop. From all those times, we have now come down to, come all the way up to Seth Rollins being the US champion, and really making it relevant here. Opening the show as the US champion, talking about how everybody wants a piece of the cake, everybody wants a shot at the title. They have definitely made it super relevant. Money in the Bank holder cashing in on the title. On the other hand, on SmackDown, you've got a whole World Cup tournament happening just for the number one contendership for the Intercontinental Championship. So definitely, they have made the titles important once again, which is great. And Nigel says rebuilding Theory as a babyface might not be a bad idea. Let's see. I was never able to get behind this guy Austin Theory at all, not even once. So we'll see. We'll see how this turns out to be. Right now, I'm not a fan. Let's see if I'll be a fan in a few months, brother. But so far, not a fan. And True says Slamwood speaks some form of English. Apparently, right? Apparently she does. And I do know a little bit of Russian as well. So, maybe it'll work out. Hopefully, it'll work out. But yeah, she'll be here for a 20-minute interview, is what I've been told. 20 minutes is what she has. So yeah, we're gonna do an interview with Masha tomorrow.
With a former friend, a former foe, Finn Balor.
And here we are. Alright, I see you, Ricky. Hopefully the microphone is working well now. Thank you. And here we are, Bobby Lashley. He looks like he's ready for a fight. He's not coming at you in any flashy outfit, any flashy blazer, none of that stuff. He comes out here in his ring gear and a microphone. Looks like he is ready for a fight.
Last week, little selfie boy, I turned little selfie boy into a punchline.
That's right. Calling Austin Theory Little Selfie Boy. I like that name for the guy, for sure. That's right. And Brooklyn Joker says, true, maybe Sami Zayn. That's the first person that I also thought of, that Sami Zayn is a good person to replace Kevin Owens. Might actually happen. It could happen.
Big Bob, everybody. Look, you had your opportunity last week, but instead of having a match for the title, you decided it would be better to try to take my soul from my body. Now,
I'm almost wondering if I should buy those same sunglasses that Seth Rollins wears here, week in and week out. Maybe I should buy a pair of those sunglasses. Very distinctive. Very interesting.
lost to, let me try this out. Brock Lesnar.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow.
Mind his words. It's gonna get crowded here in Louisville.
Wow. Mustafa Ali is angry. The guy is coming out here, referee trying to stop him. Quite interesting. So everybody that you guys mentioned early on, right? Lashley, Ali, maybe Theory as well. Maybe all of them are going to come down to the ring now. Maybe Theory as well.
Last week, it's gonna pale in comparison to what I do to you this week.
Wow.
So let's start using your head and make some smart decisions. You need to walk out of here before I hurt you. That's a fair point. Ali seems like you heard it now.
Wow. I really thought we were going to get a match here between Ali and Lashley. Trying to put Ali over. But no, Lashley takes him out like a fly. Elbow strike and throws him straight out the ring right there. Lashley doesn't want to mess with Ali. All he wants to talk to is Seth Rollins right now. There we go. Ali will not stay down. He gets up right behind Lashley, climbs on top of him, on top of his back, and there you go with those elbow strikes to Lashley now. Lashley once again takes out Ali with absolute ease, tossing him down out to the ringside once again. Lashley is furious, and I guess we've got the first match of the night right here.
But either way, you're starting to piss me off.
Yep,
If you want to come in here and get an ass
it's
whooping,
happening.
then I welcome you to. But
That's
it's
right.
not gonna be pretty.
there's a reason why Lashley came out here not in a blazer, but only in his ring gear. So it looks like the first match of the night is going to be Lashley versus Ali. It's happening right here, right now. Andy says, I love what Hunter asked Billy Corgan, do you have the real NWA belt? So does it have a dent in it? Corgan said, I don't know. Hunter responded, his belt won't have a dent on it, but Hunter's does from Flair's belt. That's right. So the NWA, as a lot of people are calling it right now, as Nick Aldis himself called it, there's something wrong in the NWA. Lots of people are calling out the promotion for not being the real NWA, calling it the Billy Corgan promotion. And Nick Aldis himself said that the NWA at this very moment is the most toxic company in all of pro wrestling, which is a very big, a massive statement coming from Nick Aldis, a guy who was so loyal to NWA for such a long time. When nobody else was loyal to the NWA, Nick Aldis was. And for him to make a statement like that is very, very interesting. So let me know what do you think about Nick Aldis' statement, and also, what do you guys think is next for Aldis? Is he going to the main roster? Is he going to those big time leagues? Is he going to AEW, WWE, maybe ROH? Where do you think is Nick Aldis headed next? Ricky says NWA was a bad show for me. I hear you, and a lot of people were dissatisfied. I think myself included when I saw Tyrus winning the championship. I would have been okay with Trevor Murdoch retaining, or I would have also been okay with, honestly, Matt Cardona winning, but Tyrus winning came to me as a bit of a shocker, maybe a surprise. So that was that. AJ, does Bobby Lashley get his rematch for the United States Championship? Let's see. Seth Rollins doesn't look very keen, but I think it's only a matter of time when it happens. Most likely we'll get it. That's right. And good to see you, everybody, once again. Tony is here. Tony, good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. And Andy says, indeed, it was a terrible show, Ricky. Andy also, not a fan. I know Andy stopped watching midway because he just did not like the show. Get that. Big Bad Bobby, indeed, guys. Lashley versus Ali, that's going to be the first match. Indeed, true, that's correct. And James, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well, James. Hope you had a great weekend. Tony says, Bobby means business. You know it. Bobby Lashley is all about the business. Let it be the hurt business or not, he's always about the business. Now, speaking of business and speaking of Lashley, we know that MVP was not in Saudi Arabia because of religious issues, because he couldn't be there, right? Because he's now an atheist. And that's not cool with Saudi Arabia. They don't like that. So that is the one reason why he was not there. He was not there in the show. But why is he not here now? Is there something else that's stopping him from being on the show tonight or these days? What is going on with Lashley, with MVP? I wonder. Let's see what else do we have here. Tony, yeah, love it. Let's see. Nigel says, I like that WWE hasn't completely giving up on Ali. I like that too. And I think that we have to give credit to Triple H for not giving up on Ali. Right? Triple H is the guy behind all of this. And with Vince McMahon around, Ali had become a joke. Like Retribution, then all the way down, Twitter feud, whatnot. He had become a total joke. And now it seems like they're lifting him up once again. And, speaking of this guy, Ali, he's a miracle story. He went on Twitter, on a bash. Did not look like he was ever going to come back to the company. Seemed like he was going to be punished for it. But no, he's back yet again, and he's doing well for himself. Here we are. He's opening the show here with Bobby Lashley. He's getting some decent opportunities. For a guy who's involved in such a feud with the company, rarely do you see something like that. So it's great what we see with Ali, and more power to the guy. And here we are, by the way, guys. We've got one segment. We got one match so far, and we got one advertisement. So everything is a perfect one. Ali right now dominating. Lashley's just annoyed by Ali. Ali climbs his back once again for the sleeper hold. Lashley gets him in position, sends him straight headfirst into the ring post, taking him out just like that. Let's see what else do we have here. All right. Is Lashley taped? So Lashley, I don't know if he's wearing kinesia tape tonight. No, I don't think so, James. No, he's fine. He's not taped tonight. No, usually you see a lot of kinesia tapes on the guy, but no tapes tonight. He's fine. This Friday is gonna be a blockbuster on SmackDown. Ali versus the one and only Ricochet. That's gonna be sweet. That seems like a decent match. By the way, I heard that Rampage is gonna be airing at a special time. I believe 4 p.m. Eastern, which is going to be quite early. So Rampage is going to be early. Is the last Rampage of the month. I believe it's going to be the 25th. And next week, Rampage is going to start at about 4 p.m. Eastern, is what I've heard. So that's quite early for anybody, right? During the day. Also, Thanksgiving Day weekend. So that's interesting. Let's see what else do we have here. It's all true that what Nick said, says Andy. So, of course, Billy Corgan is getting a lot of heat from the fans, from the stars, regarding his way, the way that he's running the NWA right now. And True says that's how Aldis feels. And I think we're going to hear more from Aldis as the time continues, especially the time that he's released from the company. December 31st is the day when his contract will be running up. So I think we're going to hear more stories from Aldis once he's let go from the company, which will be quite interesting. I can already see a Talk is Jericho podcast coming up with Nick Aldis once he's set free. That's right. I love to see Nick Aldis to the Royal Rumble, says Ricky. It's possible, December 31st is when Aldis will be set free, so it's possible for sure. And here we are, Bobby Lashley just destroying Ali, but Ali is still refusing to stay down, still getting up here to his feet. You gotta love the guy's determination, his will to succeed, his will to fight back. NWA is even more dead than Impact. James says, Impact's dead, but NWA is even worse. That's interesting. So, anyways, speaking of the NWA and Impact, this past week we had, the spectaculars from the NWA on the show. In 2 days, we're going to be having Masha Slamovich from Impact Wrestling on the show, talking about her match that's going to be coming up at Overdrive. So if you guys still have any questions for Masha Slamovich, make sure to put them in the comments. And I'm going to be taking your questions and asking her when we talk to her tomorrow. So let me know if you guys have any questions. And here we are, Mustafa Ali planted down on the mat one more time. He gets up to his feet once again. Lashley's looking to spear the heck out of him. Ali gets out of the way, and Lashley goes shoulder first into the ring post. That's gonna hurt. Ali looking for a game changer here. Big DDT of the top turnbuckle. Lashley goes down hard. He is dazed. He is dizzy. And this is the opening that Ali really needed to make a difference. And he's got that opening. But anyways, too late for that. Lashley hits him with a tremendous spear, turning him around 360 degree. Ali goes down hard. Lashley's still not done with this whole damn thing. And he locks in the Master Lock. Master Lock locked in real tight on Ali. Look at Ali tap. Is he gonna tap? Oh, he's probably gonna fade away, but not tap. Doesn't look like he's gonna tap. He's gonna, that's right. The guy, you gotta give the guy credit for being determined, for not giving up, right? He passed out. He passed out, but he did not tap. He did not quit. So Ali definitely has a strong heart. Good job. Big heart, Ali. I like that. And he says no reason why Towers won it, because he works on CNN, so Corgan wants the title sported on there. That's right. That is it. And I feel like Cardano winning the championship could have had the same effect. I don't know if Corgan wants to branch out and wants to reach to the mainstream media, but for sure, Towers is gonna bring the title. I believe. Does he work with CNN or does he work with Fox? Andy, I think he works with Fox. But anyways, either network, whatever he works for, he definitely, Corgan wants that title on the network. He's probably going to bring the title on the network because he's done that previously as well with the NWA TV title. So it's going to happen. But you're right. I wonder if Corgan wants to reach out to the mainstream audience now through Tyrus. I think that's the game plan. And here we are now with Kathy Kelly and the OC and Mia Yim.
Solved our Rhea problem? Bring it, kiddos.
And AJ here says that the whole thing between OC and Judgment Day might be coming to an end, and I am happy. And I see a question here from True saying, can't say the full Nelson? LOL. Brother True, there's a reason why I say the Master Lock. And I'm being funny right now, but you know what? Google Full Nelson right now. Just Google it and see the first result that you get. And that's the reason why I stay away from the Full Nelson and call it the Master Lock. Yep. But that's a joke. But yeah, Google it. It's actually funny. You'll see it. And Tony says, breaking news, Dana Brooke gets emotional talking about the legacy of the 24/7 title and feels disrespected by the action of the... If there's anybody who has a right to feel disrespected, you know, about the legacy of 24/7 title and gets emotional talking about it, it should be R-Truth, not Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke, no. She hasn't done nearly as much as R-Truth has for the 24/7 title. So if anybody truly deserves to be emotional about it, it's R-Truth. Nobody else. Not even Dana. That's right, Tony. And the source is WWE via Twitter. Okay, so she really is emotional. I don't take that as a legit source, Tony. I don't. And Jonathan, it's great to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Everything cannot be. That's right, James. Yep. Tony's awesome. Love that. And Jeff, my brother, it's good to see you. And Jeff says, greeting everybody from Discord. Everybody, if you guys would like to join the call in, if you would like to join the voice chat, you can always go to Discord and join Bojets and the guys right there. It's good to see you, my brother Bojets. Avatar is over 9,000. Says Tony, hell yeah. Are you Goku? That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Oh, I see. Tony is not Goku. Wait a second. I've got to make Tony Goku because clearly he likes Goku. Wait a second. That's Tony. Let's give him Goku. Let's see. Wait a second. Where is he? And this should be it. Actually, let's make him Vegeta. Yep. There we go. Tony is now Vegeta. Vegeta's awesome. Anyways, this is it, guys. We're done with first segment. We're done with the first match. And now we're on to the second advertisement right here. All within the first 30 minutes. Impressive. 2 ads, 2 commercial breaks, 1 segment, 1 match. Within the first 30 minutes is a new feat. I like that. That is sweet. Okay. And anything is possible for the Aldis family, says Andy. All right, that's right. And let's not forget, Aldis also, you know, the husband of Mickie James. So wouldn't be surprised if we see both of them sharing the screen sometime. You know, maybe wherever he heads next, he's going to be sharing the spotlight with Mickie. You never know. So let's see. Or maybe he would like to travel with Mickie James now, right? Be the travel partner, travel buddy with her. Let's see. Let's see. The options are there. Nick Aldis is definitely a talented guy, so the options are open for Nick Aldis for sure. And AJ asked her who is her dream opponent, says Brooklyn Joker. Absolutely, that's a great question. Definitely, we'll be asking that, Brooklyn Joker. Thanks for that. So, yeah, I wonder what the answer will be, though. Hopefully, an interesting answer. That's a great question. I'll definitely ask her that. Thanks for that. And let's see. Andy says, ask her who was her toughest match. Another great question, Andy. Thanks for that. So I'm going to write these down. So, dream match, toughest match? Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Want to know, Tony? Good stuff. Good stuff, Fox. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. He works for both, says Andy. That's crazy. Is Tyrus really that good that both CNN and Fox want him? That's like, this guy is opening up the forbidden door. He works on both CNN and Fox. That's quite impressive, Andy. Okay. And welcome to the Bullet Club, Mia Yim. That's right. Welcome, Mia Yim. It's an all-new feat. But I think that she should dye her hair red just because it's the OC. And you know OC is quite red, so just a thought. Just a thought. I think the blue suited SmackDown, but red definitely Raw OC. It makes sense. And hey, Mia, watch out. There's only one blue. That's right. Exactly what I'm talking about, right? Maybe it's time to dye up. Right, James, you get me, you get me. Corgan maybe crash and burn like his so-called music career. Wow, Andy taking a shot at Billy Corgan's music career. Now you're getting out there, Andy. Now you have my attention and probably Corgan's attention too. I like that. And here we are. Speaking of Mia Yim, there she is. Nice. I still feel like Impact Wrestling did a better job with her entrance than the WWE. Look at Mia Yim coming out now. Nice. Alright. And she's going to be fighting Tamina Snuka? That is quite interesting. Alright, Tony. Love that. True says Smith would be a conflict of interest if he worked for Fox and CNN. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And MG, it's good to see you, brother. Welcome. Kington says, 8 is Saturday, I missed you. 3 pay-per-views. You don't like GCW? I can't do GCW. I mean, there's just, we're not going to be doing GCW because of, our partnership here with PCW Ultra. That's why no GCW shows, brother. That's it. But Saturday, we had a great time, of course, watching the show that we did watch. NWA was an interesting, a controversial, but a fun show. We had a great time watching NWA on Saturday night. And Andy says, true, but does he Drew? Okay, we'll have to find out for sure. GCW was not good, says True. I see. Now there's also another story behind the reason why I cannot do GCW, and it's beyond PCW Ultra. It's beyond that. It's got to do something with Brett himself. Maybe one day in chat I'll let you guys know about it. Maybe one day in a personal conversation we'll talk about it. But there's another reason why I cannot do GCW. And there's a big reason behind it. And there you go, Tamina Snuka goes flying down, and she flies down hard, straight into the mat. Mia Yim getting out of the way, and I don't know how Tamina Snuka will get out of that one for sure, because she went face first into the mat. That's gotta hurt her. Tamina Snuka obviously hurt, gets up slowly but steadily. Mia Yim now taking advantage with those elbow strikes straight to the head of Tamina Snuka. Chops to the chest, kicks right there to the thighs. Tamina is in big trouble. Mia Yim, though. Nice. Taking her down just like that. She's got no chance of winning this match. No chance whatsoever. Let's see. Thank you, goodness, for Nikki Cross for pulling a Medusa. Throwing away the 24/7 title. Yep, Tony. That's right. But, the last time it happened on NXT, Medusa literally came back and she revived the tag team title. So I really wonder if Medusa comes back and revives the 24/7 title too sometime later, because she's done that on NXT previously. Let's see. What else do we have here? We got Nicholas in here. Good to see you, brother Nicholas. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday, MG. It is certainly Monday. And as we can see, the Damage Control keeping a very close eye on everything that's going on right now. Keeping a close eye on Mia Yim. Mia Yim going for the cover on Tamina. And with that being said, pins her 1, 2, and 3. The match is over really very quick. Wow. That did not take any time. Of course, her eyes are set on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, not impressed whatsoever. Looks like she wants to make her way into the ring. Is she gonna do it? Mia Yim wants as a piece of Rhea, but it's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. Maybe one of the Damage Control girls comes out here and stops Mia Yim from doing what she wants to do. Wait. That is interesting. Did not expect... Oh, there you go. Of course, of course. I was surprised when Rhea Ripley was stepping into the ring. Did not expect for that to happen. And of course, Rhea Ripley says, no, not a chance. It's not happening, especially not tonight. She steps out, back to her Judgment Day boys, and is headed back to the backstage area. Mia Yim, of course, not surprised either. Rhea Ripley doing what she does best. A coward's act is a coward's act. Let's see what else do we have here. AJ, wait a second. Riddle coming out here with a bongo. This guy is insane.
What up, Kevin?
Okay.
Matt, I know you are preparing for your match against Chad Gable, but I have to ask, where is Elias?
Well, Elias is doing, big rock star things. He's actually booking us our gigs. He finally agreed to be in a band with me. And right now, I'm taking care of Gable. I think about tickets, merchandise, rock star stuff.
Oh my god. Did not see that coming. Did they really have to get in here to ruin my damn night? Everything about these guys, their faces, their t-shirts, everything, even their jacked up muscles and arms, horrible. These guys are ridiculous. It's like a nightmare in one frame itself. You got Riddle, you got Chad Gable, you got Otis right there in the same frame. This is an absolute nightmare. I can't even look at my TV screen right now. But let's see what else do we have here in the chat. I'm definitely going to avoid these guys. I don't see Mia Yim with the OC too long. I think she fits in better with the Hurt Business and the Reforms. I agree with that. It's happening right now. They are kind of getting along, and good for them. fans are happy to see these entities together, but I agree with Drew. I don't see the connection here between OC and Mia Yim. It's working out right now, but I just don't see it. It's not very organic to me either. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you. I feel like there can be better partnerships in the future. Maybe Retribution was a better partnership after all. Maybe not. Maybe not. But still, I do agree that maybe Hurt Business would be a better option for Mia Yim than the current OC. I agree with that definitely. Nicholas is for sure the Chicago. Wait a second, what's going on here? Oh, you talking about the game? All right, sweet guys. All right, I've got no idea what's happening with the Chicago Cubs, but hopefully they're doing well. Tamina should just get in the Bloodline. She's just taking up roster space. I don't think so, Kingtons. I think Bloodline right now, the way it is just fine. It's sacred. It's nice. And it's still on top of the tree, so I feel like they're just okay. They probably don't need any new members. They just had Solo Sikoa, who right now is also kind of blending in at the moment. So they already have a new member on the hand, so maybe they don't need any other one. I think they're fine the way they are. So yeah, maybe Tamina should just do what she's doing, keep her job, and that's it. I'm not the biggest fan of Tamina Snuka myself, so I think whatever she's doing so far, just continue to do so. Stay relevant somehow. Keep getting the TV time that she gets once in a month, and yeah, that's it. That's it for Tamina. Let's see. Logan looks freaking hot Friday. Logan Paul, though, this guy has been earning a lot of respect, and he also earned the respect of Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette, who's very critical of everybody. He said that Logan Paul is great. I think he also compared Logan Paul to the AEW roster, if I'm not wrong, said that he wrestles better than half the AEW roster. So a statement like that was made from Jim Cornette, which doesn't surprise me on one hand because he does shoot on the AEW roster a lot. And then, comparing Logan Paul to the roster was quite interesting, and to hear him actually praise Logan Paul was interesting. But he is, without a doubt, earning a lot of respect across the industry, so good for Logan, good for him. And I bet Shelton is very true, says Tony. Wow, okay, alright. Logan looks freaking hot, indeed. I heard Robert Roode is coming back soon to SmackDown, says King Tones. I've heard some rumors as well about Robert Roode coming back, and if it happens, I'll be happy. I mean, Robert Roode definitely one of my very favorites. On NXT, when he came on SmackDown, the first time ever, his debut was incredible, was memorable. I was there ringside for that debut. The place popped. Barclays Center, it popped when this guy Bobby Roode made his debut on SmackDown, right? The glorious theme song hits. It was incredible. I think it was the 2017 SmackDown after SummerSlam. That place was incredibly lit. People loved Bobby Roode that night. And of course, it was a big downfall all the way from his debut until, the Dirty Dogs or whatever he was doing with Dolph Ziggler was terrible. So hopefully, this time when he comes back, if he comes back, it'll be something glorious. I hope so. And let's see what else do we have here. Rhea has diarrhea. Wow, Tony. Okay, did you see that on Ringside News about Rhea Ripley having diarrhea? Because that is the kind of news story you'd see on Ringside News. Anyways, let's see here. James here with a swoosh. Come on, James. Did not expect that from you. Or maybe I did, but come on. I'm so over this whole swoosh thing, and I'm actually surprised that they're still not done with it. I mean, people have stopped talking about the Miz's big balls, but they have still not stopped swooshing. And that's just ridiculous. I would tolerate, a segment on Mrs. Big Balls, but not a segment that is dedicated to swooshing. Absolutely not. Brooklyn Joker says, why would Mia Yim join Team Bayley at Survivor Series War Games when Rhea Ripley is a part of Bayley's team at War Games? I could see Mia Yim joining Team Bianca Belair at Survivor Series. Yeah, I honestly feel like Candice LeRae would be just fantastic to join, Bianca Belair's team at Survivor Series.
Makes us wonder how someone as talented as you could just be forgotten about for so long. We have a lot in common. Yeah, we do.
So it seems like Mia Yim does not want to hang around Damage Control. She says she appreciates the offer, but she has no problem with Bianca Valero and the girls. So obviously, Mia Yim is not joining the Damage Control, or at least not yet. We'll see how this turns out, but that is quite interesting. The offer was made. Let's see what's up next for Mia Yim. Okay, and Kington says, are we doing trivia very soon? So trivia, as I said early on, trivia now means trivia about anything. It's got to be impromptu. It could be trivia about wrestling. It could be trivia about Marvel, DC, anything. Anything in this world. So trivia is going to come at any point. Today, tomorrow, anytime, it can be here. And the trivia title will be defended, much like the 24/7 title. So it can happen at any time. Chris, it's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Logan Paul has my respect, says Andy. Well, he does definitely have a lot of people's respect, Andy. You're right. Yeah, he definitely, for sure, shut up the critics with this performance. So you got to respect that. And Chris, once again, lovely to see you. Welcome. Welcome. And once again, guys, Chris and anybody else, King Tones, if you guys missed it, Masha Slamovich, that interview is coming out day after tomorrow. I'm going to be interviewing Masha tomorrow itself in the evening. So if you guys have any questions for Masha Slamovich, send them my way. Write them in the comments. I'm going to take those questions and make sure that I ask her those questions tomorrow when we talk. So any questions for Masha Slamovich, make sure to send them in the comments. And here we are now. Matt Riddle, Chad Gable, Otis. These guys are going to take up some TV time. I hate it. I hate it. Jim says that's beat. Jim Cornette hates AEW. That's right. Jim Cornette definitely is not an AEW fan. Every single episode is him basically shooting on AEW. But here, comparing Logan Paul to AEW's roster was quite interesting. Yeah. What do you think about Rosso versus King Tones? Well, so far, it's been average. We started off with, of course, Lashley Ali, and of course, Lashley Ali Rollins segment. We went down to a Riddle Chad Gable segment, and now we're Riddle Chad Gable match. It's been an average Raw. The first hour has just been average. Wow, we're not done. We're actually done with about 40 minutes so far, and so far it's just been average. So, yeah, so far, that's what I'd say. It's a mid-show. Nothing too crazy about it. 4 segments. This is the third match. It's just been mid. That's what I feel. AJ, you need to check out the interview Renee done with Sarah today on her page. Very good, really. I'll definitely take a look, brother. Thanks for that. All right. And Tony says, why is AJ Styles staring at Io Sky? I know. Yeah. His wife better not be watching it. And if you see it, Chad Gable taking on Riddle just like that, planting him straight down, back first into the mat. Gable going for the cover, and Riddle kicks out. I wonder if Triple H is a fan of Matt. Anybody here has any insider of Triple H and his opinion on Matt Riddle? Because we know that Triple H early on was not a big fan of the Judgment Day. But now his opinion has changed, and he's kind of turned into a fan. So what do you guys... Have you guys heard anything about Riddle and Triple H? If he's a fan, if he's not a fan, anything about it, let me know. Because for me, I haven't been able to get behind Riddle at all, so I wonder if Triple H and I share an opinion here. AJ, we need one we didn't have this month. We're gonna have it, Kingdoms. We're gonna have it. And Tegan Knox should pop up and join Bianca. I would love that, Andy. Yeah. Isn't Nikki Cross joining the Damage Control? Yep, definitely. Definitely, brother. Seems like it. And thank you, Chris. I'm glad you liked the Spectacular's interview. Masha Slamovich coming up in 2 days. That's right, Andy. You're right. Nikki has indeed joined the Damage Control team, I believe, for War Games. And here we are. Elbow strike to Chad Gable. He goes down. Riddle has got to go for a high-risk maneuver on the top turnbuckle. Otis with the clear distraction to Riddle. Wow. Chad Gable could be going for a big move on the... Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Now that was crazy. That must have hurt Riddle. The way he was taken off the top turnbuckle and just sent straight down to the mat. That must have hurt. I don't care who you are. That must have taken the soul out your body. That is crazy. Chad Gable just drops him high. From the top turnbuckle all the way down to the mat. That was insane. With that being said... This is the 4th commercial of the night. So 40 minutes, 4 commercials. We're currently at a rate about 1 commercial every 10 minutes. That is where we're at right now. Let's see what else do we have here. We've got Tony says 5.5 at this moment. That's being generous, Tony. Honestly, I find that very generous. I would give the show about a 3.5 out of 10 so far. It's just been a mid-show. Nothing too crazy about it. Nothing, too electrifying about the show so far. So nowhere near a 5 from me. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Yeah, it was okay opening a little bit better than last week's open. Well, that's true. If you guys want to compare it to last week was something, right? It was a tragedy. It was a traversity. So that's true. Better than last week, but still not the best. We got Jason in the house. Good to see you, Jason. Welcome. He says, "Hi, AJ. It's your favorite time of Raw. The Academy. Sush, please. Thank you. You know it. It's definitely not my favorite time. Absolutely hate it. It's ridiculous. Not a fan. Not a fan of these guys at all." Alright, let's see what else do we have here. We got Jeff saying 5 out of 10 as well. Bojet says 5 out of 10. That's interesting. So for me, it is still a 3.5. That's it. But you guys are being very generous. I like that. Clay, welcome. It's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Gary says, "I consider Riddle like Heath Slater. He's always going to need somebody to help him out and help him get over." Yeah. Think about it, it makes sense. Yep, sure. I agree. And Riddle by himself, I know they wanted to give him as a solo push, especially after Orton got injured. There were rumors going around that he was going to get his big solo push, maybe the world title kind of push, but honestly, I don't see him as a big solo act. With RK Bro, whatever that was, he still managed to put himself over with the help of Randy Orton, but now, without Orton by himself, I don't see it. I don't see Riddle as a big star, a big solo star. I just don't. Wow. So I just realized, seems like the chat is bugging out a little bit. Yeah. Alright, let's see anyways, what else do we have here? Alright, Gary, I once again agree with you with your comment about Riddle, absolutely. And King2 says, "AJ, you don't like Wrestling Revolver?" I've got nothing against Wrestling Revolver, really. Yeah, they have, they're fine, they're decent promotion. I know that Masha Slamovich is going to be on one of their shows very soon. She's going to be, I believe, having an intergender match, big one. So nothing against Wrestling Revolver. I think they're a fine company with some fine matches too. Yeah. Once again, we're back from commercial, and Riddle, Chad Gable still going on. Andy says, "Hunter's a big fan of Judgment Day. He used to be a big fan of Riddle when he was in NXT, but not the main roster." That's good. Me neither. I'm definitely not a fan of... It's funny because I also used to be a fan of Riddle on NXT, or at least I could tolerate him and get behind him a little bit. But on the main roster, it's just not been the case. Absolutely horrendous. Never been a fan of him on the main roster. But yeah, about Judgment Day and Hunter, seemed like at first he was like not a very big fan. When he got in power, he got in control of the WWE of Raw and SmackDown. The storytelling, he was not a big fan of the Judgment Day, was ready to pull the plug on these guys. But slowly they grew on him and he started to like them. So that's the latest report that's emerging, I believe, from PW Insider. But they say that Triple H was not a fan of the Judgment Day at first, but now they have grown on him. So that's good. Good for them. And Andy says, "I was going to say a 3. That sounds fair, brother. That absolutely sounds fair." Andy, Heath Slater is not worth the damn without Rhino, says Gary. Yeah. I agree. Riddle with a knee to the face of Chad Gable, taking him out right there. Gable goes down hard. Riddle, of course, getting fired up right here. So it seems like there's something off with the chat tonight. Yeah, that is definitely glitching out a little bit, so maybe we could do this. Wow. I already was going to go for the cover, but of course a kick out from Chad Gable, and the match continues just like that. Let's see. Oh dear. So Riddle was going to go for the big one, but of course Chad Gable just slips out of his reach, gets down, and gets Riddle in an ankle lock submission hold. That was quite clever of Gable. I've got to give him that. That was sweet and smooth. Nice job here from Chad Gable. Riddle is in trouble here. Far away from the ropes, and he rolls up Chad Gable, gets him off of him, and Riddle takes him down, plants him down with the armbar locked in. Chad Gable might have no option but to tap out. He's probably gonna tap. And James says, you didn't miss anything, Chris. That's right. That's right. Nothing major. Nothing crazy happened so far. And here we are. Chad Gable gets Riddle up on top of his shoulders. Looks like it's gotta be it. And that's right. Planting him down hard, face first into the mat. Going for the cover. It's oh wow, 2.7. He kicks out. The match continues. Chad Gable cannot believe it. Cannot understand how did he kick out. But of course, Riddle kicks out. The match is still on. Yeah. Let's see. King Tone says, Jason Stoffer, stay tuned for some wrestling on this. Thank you for that, King Tones. Thank you. You're awesome. And Tony says, took me a year to find herself and took me 1 second to want to lose her again. Shelton Benjamin. That is funny, Tony. You're going after Shelton tonight. And Riddle once again going for the DDT on Gable. Big DDT. His head bouncing off the mat right there. Gable's down. Riddle's feeling it. Looks like he is going to go for a vintage RKO. And there's a clip of Randy Orton's son that's making the rounds on social media, especially on Twitter. There's a video that's going around saying that Randy Orton's son is really putting in the work, that he's going to be a big star and whatnot. That video is a fake. You know, the claim that the guy in question is Randy Orton's son is not true. It's fake. You know, Randy Orton has daughters. I believe he has one stepson, but the person in the video is not Randy Orton's son. So if you come across that video, just know that it's fake. With that being said, Chad Gable defeats Riddle, and I don't know if I should be happy or if I should be happy that the match is over, but I'll tell you what, I'm happy either ways. You know, I'm happy that Chad Gable defeated Riddle. Definitely do not like Riddle at all, so Chad Gable getting this victory kind of makes me a little bit happy. I don't know why. Also, I'm happy with the fact that the match is over. Also, yeah. Once again, Otis cheated to get Riddle, Chad Gable the victory over Riddle. Good for him, though. Good for him. And let's see, Kington says, did you see Wrestling Revolver on Saturday? I did not. No, we were watching NWA Hard Times 3 on Saturday, so no, did not see Wrestling Revolver, as you know, brother. Good to see everybody. Poor Shelty. I see you, King Tony here, feeling very bad for Shelton Benjamin tonight. Wow. And we're here in the back right now with Happy Carbon. I'm sorry, Baron Carbon and JBL. Alright, so I think the one thing that proves that comes out of this whole segment is the fact that Baron Carbon and JBL, this whole thing is gonna be a comedy act. And nothing else but a comedy act. Akira Tozawa getting in there wearing his stupid sunglasses, saying that I play poker in broken English. The whole thing was comedy. I feel like it's a big indication that Baron Carbon, why do I keep calling him Happy Carbon? Baron Carbon and JBL, they're gonna be a comedy act and nothing but a comedy act moving forward. Yeah, that's it. That's gotta be it. Let's see what else do we have here. AJ, if I had the interview to if I had to interview, which one would you interview, Riddle or Gable? I hate this question, but I probably would go with Gable. I cannot stand Riddle. You know, Gable, maybe for a second, might tolerate him, you know, might get him to not say sush, might convince him to never do sush again, but would definitely love to interview Gable over Riddle. That's what I'll say right now. That's right. I'm not going to say I'm not going to interview somebody because the last time I said that, you know, the next week I interviewed Alberto, so I'm not going to say no to anybody. That's for sure. It's official, I'm worse. Oh my gosh, Gary, stop it. Stop. You're not over sush. Nobody's over sush. Okay, wait, or maybe we are. Matt Riddle is a cool human being, right, AJ, says King Tones. I don't know. For me, I cannot get behind Riddle. I just can't. I'm glad if I missed it, it was terrible, says Chris. We definitely missed you, Chris. You know, during the whole watch along for NWA, we missed you. That's for sure. And here we are now with the 5th commercial break of the night. So far we've had 3 matches, we've had 5 segments, and 5 commercial breaks. All within about 53 minutes. So one thing's for sure, even though nothing huge has happened so far, nothing extraordinary has happened so far, they have been able to accommodate a lot of stuff into the first hour of the show. Even 5 commercials, so you've got to give them credit for that. They definitely have been able to accommodate stuff into the show tonight. A lot of stuff. Hopefully hour 2 is not going to be slower than hour 1. Hopefully the pace continues, because I'm liking the pace of the show. Quick, nice matches, nice, decent segments. I like the rapidness of this whole show tonight. That's nice. Alright. Kington says, AJ, Wrestling Revolver, would you enjoy it? I'll check it out one day. Sure, why not? Definitely will check it out. Riddle going to need a 420 break after this. Well, you know it. He definitely will be. Probably is backstage right now. Getting one of those breaks, brother. And Kington says, avatars are dead. What do you mean, brother Kingtons? What do you mean by that? Can't you see them? And Andy says, is Impact show on next Sunday? I believe Impact show is happening on the 18th, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, definitely happening on the 18th. But let me double check once again. Overdrive, Impact. Yeah, it is happening on the 18th, brother. That's correct. The 18th being a Friday. So, Impact, for some reason, they only have their pay-per-views these days on Fridays. That's it. Not Saturday, not Sunday. I'm not sure why is that the case. When I do get to interview Scott D'Amore one day, I probably will ask him that question. But Impact Wrestling, they love to have their pay-per-views on Friday nights, clashing with SmackDown, and they think it's a good idea. So Overdrive is no exception. It's going to take place on Friday. We'll see how this goes down, but Overdrive definitely seems like it's got a decent match card. You know, we've got Josh Alexander versus Frankie Kazarian. It's happening for the Impact World title. We've got Black Taurus versus Trey Miguel. Now, this is the tournament final for the Impact X Division title. We got Heath Slater and Rhino taking on Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona is a busy guy. He was in a pay-per-view this past Saturday. He's going to be in a pay-per-view this upcoming Friday. The guy's busy. Now, this one is going to be a tag team match for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. We got the Death Dolls, that is Jessica, Taya Valkyrie versus Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz for the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team titles. We got Bully Ray taking on Moose in a tables match. Mickie James is going to be going after Taylor Wilde in a career-threatening match. If Mickie James loses, she will retire for good from in-ring competition, which means that she will not lose. We know Mickie James has teased her retirement 1,001 times. She will not retire. She's worse than The Undertaker when it comes to that. She's not going to retire anytime soon. So she's defeating Taylor Wilde for sure. And then, of course, we've got Jordynne Grace taking on Masha Slamovich in a last knockouts standing match for the Impact Knockouts World Championship. Masha, Jordynne, they got to go one-on-one, and of course, Jordynne is going to be here to talk about it in just a couple of days, so don't miss out. Jordynne Grace, the big interview is going to come out in just a couple of days. It'll be out on Wednesday, so don't miss out on that one. Wait a second. Probably messed that up a little bit, but let's get that done. So we're now done. This is the sixth segment of the night. So it's a very segment-heavy show. Just like I say, every time, we kick off the show with a match or a segment, that really sets the tone for the rest of the show. And tonight, we kicked off the show with a segment, and it's been a very segment-heavy show. 6 segments overall in the first hour. It speaks volumes.
Well, Miz, thank you for joining me on this very special edition of Miz TV.
You're very welcome.
But in light of the recent evidence that aids...
Oh, you mean the hidden camera footage that...
Alright, Miz seems like he's prepared a statement. Let's listen in, let's see what he has to say. Impact is Friday, that's right, thank you for that. True. AJ, who won Cardano, Tyrus, or Murdoch? Chris, Tyrus is the new NWA champion. It's true. It's damn true. That's right, Gary. That's going to be another Impact pay-per-view that will not be on cable. It's right. But one thing that I also have to tell you guys when it comes to Impact Wrestling's Overdrive pay-per-view that's going to come up on November 18th, it's an Impact Plus special, which means for a minimal charge, I believe $12 or $5, I'm not sure, on YouTube, you can actually watch the pay-per-view live on YouTube for a very low charge. I believe it's about $5-6 if I'm not wrong. But yeah, if you pay that money on YouTube, you'll be able to watch that pay-per-view live on there. So it's a pretty nice deal. Looking at Miz like that in those glasses really makes me feel like we're growing old, guys. Miz looks old in those glasses. He definitely does, and we've been watching him for like since the early 2000s. Wow, he makes me feel old right now. That's for sure. So I see that avatars were not working for you guys. Hopefully they're back now again. Thank you for that. And as far as the chat is concerned, I'm aware of the problem with the chat. For some reason, it's just glitching out tonight. So bear with me when it comes to the chat. But yeah, avatars should be back working again. Gargano will not leave The Miz alone, and here he was basically giving everybody an explanation about what all happened, but Gargano is not buying his BS. Here he is. Look at the disrespectful smug on his face here. That's right, Gary. Father knows best, Miz knows best. That's right. Alright, Gargano is saying that nobody likes The Miz because he always takes the easy way out. I think there's more than one reason why people don't like The Miz, but I can go on and on, but I don't think that's one of them. Anyways, guys, I'd like to ask all of you, what do you think about Johnny Gargano, especially his run on the main roster so far? Are you a fan? Do you like the guy? Do you find him annoying? Let me know. Let me know what do you think about Johnny Gargano so far. Is he a hit? Or is he 0? Let me know. And let's see. King Tone says, Road Dogg been doing the show, apparently. Well, Miz may be getting old, however, he's still having his incredible, beautiful wife, Maurice, says Andy. That's right. The guy's winning at life, without a doubt. Miz looks like a 50-year-old math teacher, says Nigel. That is so true. Yeah, you know, his sweater, everything that he's wearing tonight really makes me feel like Christmas is around the corner, that we're actually in winters right now. Johnny Wrestling chants echoing across the place. They need to push him to move the right way. I agree, Andy. That's right. Ricky, welcome back. Welcome back. Kington says, been okay. I miss him on Twitch, though. That's right. The guy's already making a lot of money right now. The WWE doesn't need to be on Twitch, so yeah, that's that. Miz is super lucky, man. How's wife, says King Tones. Well, the guy's earned whatever he's got, so that's great. Good for him. Mr. Rogers, I think we all get that reference. The one thing about, being a good guy is that you don't have to go out there and you have to tell everybody that I'm a good guy. The Miz very desperately telling everybody, the world, that I'm a good guy. I don't think that in any face in the history of, babyface has ever done that. Getting on there and saying that I'm a babyface. I'm a babyface. And the Miz doing just that right now. Wow, I thought we were going to get Miz and Gargano, but no, it's going to be Miz and Dexter Lumis in about 2 weeks at Survivor Series. If Miz loses, he's going to pay Dexter every penny, every little penny that he owes him. So it's going to happen at Survivor Series. Johnny Gargano champion should reform when champion is back. I agree, Andy. That will be better off than what he's doing at the moment, to be honest. I think we all remember Charles Robinson's run, at WrestleMania 23 when he ran down the ramp, to call the match. We all remember that incredible run. This run was no different. The way Miz just ran out the ring to the back, that was hilarious. And also, it could also be a very nice GIF material. But that was a sweet run from The Miz. That could be a great GIF, to be honest, a great meme. And if it's here we are, Gary says, oh my, that's right. And Nigel is loving it, King Tone's loving it, that is sweet. Good to see you, Mr. Singh, welcome. The Miz runs like Forrest Gump. That's right, Tony, that was a funny run. If he was wearing shackles or something in his legs, it would fly off. That was a great run indeed. Absolutely, love it. And Andy, love it. And All Mania. At Mania, I would love to see all celebrity rumble match. That'd be great, Nicholas. But we're going to be seeing a lot of celebrities at Mania. I'm not sure if we're going to see a celebrity rumble because, that might be too good to be true considering insurance and whatnot. But we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of celebrities at Mania, for sure. Yeah, Charles Robinson, you know it, Andy. What a great match that was, and what a great moment that was. Charles Robinson is such a legend. And here we are with Tony's Shelton Benjamin. He's been talking about Shelton Benjamin all night long. Interesting. So we're going to be seeing Shelton Benjamin versus Dominic Mysterio tonight. He's accepted his challenge. With that being said, he is out here. Dominic is out here now, and he's going to be fighting Shelton Benjamin. For once, Dominic's actually going to wrestle. Let's see how this goes down. Let's see, he's actually improved here with the Judgment Day. And Nigel says, I'm actually starting to like Gargano. That's great, Nigel. For me, I'm still on the fence right now with Johnny Gargano. I'm trying to like him. I'm not against him totally, but I'm not with him totally either. So maybe after Raw Games, my opinion of Johnny Gargano changes. But so far, I'm just on the fence with Gargano at the moment. I like that idea, as Kington says. Brilliant. AJ, you saw Bobby Fish won his... I did. Bobby Fish, I think whatever he's doing now with the boxing stuff, probably a lot better than what he tried to do with Impact. The Impact thing did not make any sense, and people just couldn't get behind the whole idea. So, if he wants to do his own thing outside of wrestling, boxing, more power to him. Judgment Day versus Hurt Business. That's right, Tony. That's right. It's happening. It's happening, at least in a bit of a, in spirit right now it's happening. Shelton versus Dominic is up next. Love that. And that's right, Ricky. He knows he knocked the guy out. That's right, Andy. That's right. He did. And Kington says, AJ, you like boxing or MMA? For me, I watch them occasionally when there's a big movement, a big fight coming up. I do tune in, but I don't watch either boxing or MMA regularly. But if there's a big fight coming up and you'd like to watch it together, let me know and we can make it happen. So let me know. And that's right, Ricky. Eddie Guerrero is somebody who's always going to live forever and ever in our hearts, in the hearts of the fans, without a doubt. And what a legend he is, right? What a legend. Eddie's awesome. So, we might be having Chavo in some form. We might be having a little bit of an appearance from Chavo Guerrero on the show. So I'm not sure if we're going to do a full-on interview or a little interview, but we could be doing that in the near future. So let's see. But Chavo Guerrero might be here, in a bit. Let's see, maybe early next year, January, something like that. It could happen. Love it, Ricky, once again. Viva la raza for Eddie Guerrero. Was definitely Ricky. Eddie will be remembered forever, says Andy. Absolutely. Her business is definitely reforming, says True. I really hope that they do reform Shelton. He's so talented. The way that he's just being misused is terrible. So Shelton being paired up with Bobby Lashley would be great. But I wonder what's going to happen with Cedric Alexander, because to be honest, I feel like Cedric Alexander has been destroyed beyond repair. Bobby Lashley himself turned on Cedric. They started treating him like a joke, like a crazy maniac, to be honest. Cedric Alexander seemed like he had lost all senses. He was against Lashley at one point. He just couldn't find his own spotlight. Couldn't really be sincere on his own. Cedric Alexander, I'm not sure what's going to happen with him. If the Hurt Business does reform, I don't know where I see Cedric Alexander or if I see him with them. I would love to, honestly, because I feel like Cedric Alexander deserves so much better. But the way that they treated him after Hurt Business broke up was just heartbreaking. But let me know what you think about Cedric Alexander, and if you see him also coming back with the band, with the Hurt Business. And screw Hollywood Mania. Won't be watching, says James. No, come on, brother. Don't be so brutal. We're going to be watching Hollywood Mania. We're going to watch WrestleMania. And yeah, they're going to have a lot of Hollywood stars, that's for sure. And am I the only one to think that Damian Priest looks like Roman Reigns? I do get the comparison. I do get the similarity, brother. A little bit. I get that. The sideburns, I guess, from the side profile. A little bit, but if you compare these two guys and their build, Reigns, of course, a lot more muscular, bigger guy. Damian Priest, with some work done, on his body, getting a bit more muscular, he might be like Reigns even more. So I do get the comparison though. Mandy Rose wants her wings back. Well, give her the wings. Give her a dozen cans of Red Bull and she'll be fine. If Eddie Guerrero was in Raw now, automatically a 10 show, A+, no questions, says King Tones. Love that. And Dominic has a beautiful long-time girlfriend, says Andy. Well, good for him. The guy, might not be getting a lot of victories in the WWE, but he's winning at life then. Good for him. He's got a great father, a loving family, a great girlfriend apparently, a great spot on the show. So what's better? What can be better for him? So good for him. Anyways, guys, if you look at the current statistic, if you look at all the matches that we've had tonight, so we're just getting into the fourth match of the night. We're getting into the fourth match with Dominic Mysterio and, of course, Bobby Lashley. So far, we've had 7 segments and 6 commercial breaks. So, without a doubt, the segments are dominating the show tonight. Lots and lots of segments. And Buddy Matthews wants his mommy. Oh, you know it, Tony. No, he's not gonna get his mommy back. That's for sure. It's not happening. Oh, Asia World Cup, one watch along. So I know that you guys asked for, a World Cup watch along, at least the opening night. So we could be doing it. If you guys would like to do the opening night watch along, we can definitely do that. And see how the viewership is. See, if it's moving the needle, and if it's good enough to continue, we'll continue. But if it's not good enough to continue, we will not continue. But we can definitely do the opening night of the World Cup. I'm not against that idea at all. And here we are now with a Judgment Day. Nice. Back for commercial break. So does that mean Miz versus Dexter at Survivor Series? That's right, Kenneth. It's confirmed. Miz and Dexter are going to go 1-1 against Survivor Series. If Miz loses, he's got to pay Dexter every single penny, every single dollar that he owns to Dexter Lumis. So that's going to happen. And Kington says, Vicky Guerrero is a nice lady. I met her briefly. Really? Tell us more about your meeting or your interaction with Vicky Guerrero, Kingtons. Would love to know that. And here we are now at Shelton Benjamin. And, if you look at the Tron behind him, he's got the same Hurt Business colors. That is sweet. That's right. James says, Vicky on AEW all the time, if you miss her. Yeah, she does make an appearance, especially now with this lady, Nyla Rose. Vicky's there all the time. Indeed, brother. You know what, Kingtones? Andy is amazing. He's incredible. Rhea is hot with shorts, says Kingtones. All right, sweet. I finally tried Prime Blueberry. I'm a fan of Prime now. Really, King Kenneth? That's nice. Prime is the drink of Logan Paul, correct? Wow, Logan Paul definitely making more than fans here. He's making customers. Nice. Nice. All right. Slap to the face from Dominic to Shelton Benjamin. Pure disrespect. Shelton is angry. He was going to go for the knee to the face, but Dominic just slides out the ring real quick, showing off on the ringside. Nothing but disrespect here. On display from Dominic Mysterio. Nothing but disrespect. Of course, Rhea Ripley is loving every bit of it. Wow, this is like a little bit of a deja vu from the Shield days, right? Damian Priest climbing up the apron, Rhea Ripley climbing up the apron, Dominic gets in here, look at him just showing off. Come on, this guy is a disgrace. Him and Rhea Ripley obviously have a great chemistry, but it just seems creepy to me. Once again, Shelton Benjamin here knocking Dominic out. Dominic goes down hard. Shelton Benjamin just having fun at his expense right now. That's great, Kingtones. I used to watch, it used to be that when I met some wrestlers back in the day, says Andy. I see, it was at a convention. That's nice. Had it been a Women World Cup, I would watch all of it, says Andy. Well, let's give these guys a chance as well, right? Might be sweet, so let's see how this turns out with the Men's World Cup. Of course, my team here is Germany. I'm rooting for Germany. I think they'll pick up the victory, but we'll find out. I'm excited for War Games with William Regal. I know, Kenneth, I know. Wish William Regal was in WWE. War Games is not the same without Regal calling it War Games. You're right, Kenneth. And here we are. It is a kick to the gut. Shelton Benjamin going down, and wow. With the resistance, suplexes this guy Dominic Mysterio instead. Shelton Benjamin right now with the upper hand. Nice. Come on, he's gonna low blow Shelton. I think we all know that. Low blow is coming, or maybe not. Wow. Okay, this guy, Dominic Mysterio, was literally begging Shelton for mercy. But of course, Shelton Benjamin showed him no mercy, but still, Dominic was able to turn it around, and now Shelton Benjamin is on the receiving end of things. The main event of the night apparently is going to be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the US Championship. That is most likely going to be the main event. That is most likely going to close the show, so that's that. And Chris says, AJ, can we do a big-time wrestling weekend? 25th, 26th, 27th, great matches, says Chris. Alright, so that's the November. Let's see. So, of course, we've got, Survivor Series happening that same weekend. But apart from that, what other matches are taking place? I probably should go to Fight to find out, but let's see. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. So we're going to be having 27th. It's going to be the Return of the Dragon. I see what you mean now. Ricky Steamboat. That's crazy. Ricky Steamboat is going to be wrestling on the 27th. We could do it. Sure. Definitely, Chris. That's a great suggestion. We can definitely do that. And Kington says, it's Hornswoggle on Eugene and Impact Wrestling or Baxter Production. Agent? I haven't heard of Hornswoggle being in Impact Wrestling at all. No, I don't think so. Not sure. Don't think that Hornswoggle is there, brother. And here we are, Shelton Benjamin, sending Dominic Mysterio back to the ring. Shelton's been doing great here. He's been dominating. I think that goes on to show a lot about Dominic himself. Go for the roll-up on Shelton. Is it gonna be it? And now Shelton kicks out. And now with this ankle lock submission hold locked in on Dominic Mysterio, Dominic is in a tough position right now. Just crawling, trying to make it to the ropes here. This really shows a lot about Dominic Mysterio himself, right? I mean, Shelton Benjamin, who's been a jobber for so long, Dominic is basically jobbing out to Shelton. This goes on to show a great deal about Dominic. He's just not ready for the real world right now. The Raw same, the same Raw as all of you, says Kenneth. Kenneth, what's happening? Wait a second. Wait, okay, I see it. Kenneth says this Raw is solid. And James says, what Raw are you watching? Kenneth is awesome. I'll tell you something about Kenneth. This guy is so optimistic, so positive. Sometimes he makes me feel like I should look at the world with the same eyes and same vision as Kenneth. You're awesome, Kenneth. I appreciate you. And here we are, Dominic going for the cover on Shelton. And with that being said, he gets the victory. Of course, with the distraction from his friends, a little bit of help from the Judgment Day guys, Dominic was able to pick up a victory over Shelton Benjamin just like that. Wow. Good for him, I guess. But Finn Balor has not been here for some reason. He is possibly preparing for his match that's going to come up, but he is not here tonight. So far, no sighting of Finn Balor. So I see a comment here from Andy, who's Steamboat Wrestling. So Steamboat is going to be in a tag team match, a 6-person tag. It's going to be Steamboat and FTR versus Jay Lethal and Brock Anderson. And it's going to be a mystery partner. So, of course, there's a lot of young guys involved, and that's because when you have an older wrestler such as Ricky Steamboat, you have to have those younger guys in there in tag team matches to keep the pace of the match going, to put him over or whatnot. So that's why he's teaming up with the FTR, the greatest tag team there is right now. And our Austin Theory now backstage, of course, he is not happy. The smile is gone off of his face. Interestingly, he doesn't even have a phone in his hand tonight. So maybe the selfie gimmick is also gone with the smile. Austin Theory is in the back, probably will be interviewed when we come back from commercial. But for now, it is time for yet another commercial. With that being said, this is commercial number 7 of the night. So far, we're done with 4 matches. We're done with 7 segments and 7 commercial breaks. Yeah. And Andy says, I met Ricky Steamboat and Victor Stu. That's awesome, Andy. How was it meeting the guys? Let us know. What a joke, little Dominic sucks, says James, and I absolutely agree with that. You know, I shoot on Chad Gable and I shoot on The Miz and Riddle all the time, but I've got to say it. These guys can at least wrestle. These guys can at least put themselves over. They actually look like wrestlers. Dominic, though, for me, doesn't get the job done. Never a fan of Dominic. You know, I feel like even as a heel, he literally has a baby face, which is a big problem for him. Just not a fan of Dominic at all. Probably will never be. That's right. I was a heel at some point. One night only, Kenneth. You were a heel for one night only, and you did terrible. You were still a baby face, even when you tried to be a heel. That's for sure. Alright. Ricky says, I hate this match. I get that, Ricky. I share the same emotions as you do. And demote Dominic is so bad. He needs a super demotion. NXT can't help him. He also needs to be sending to the Performance Center. The thing is that Dominic, because he is Ray's son, skipped NXT, came straight to the main roster, which is a big problem. He should be going back to NXT and should be doing stuff there, you know, working on his character, whatever, and then coming on here. Everything that he's doing so far just doesn't work out. Absolutely not. You know, if you think about all the guys of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, you think about, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, all of these characters had some dark elements, you know, to their characters even prior to the Judgment Day. Dominic Mysterio, on the other hand, always used to be this bright and colorful kid, and who just has joined the Judgment Day. But that doesn't mean that he's doing any character work. That doesn't mean that the Judgment Day is doing any benefit to him as a character, as an individual. He is somewhat over as long as the Judgment Day is alive, but when the Judgment Day breaks up, where is Dominic gonna go? If the Judgment Day breaks up next week, or in 2 weeks, or in 1 month, Rhea, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor will be good on their own, but where will Dominic Mysterio go as his own individual self? I just don't see him staying relevant. I don't see his character being strong enough individually. I don't see Dominic anywhere right now. Yeah. So the Judgment Day being together at the moment is best for Dominic. That's it, because it keeps him relevant, kind of. And Ricky says he needs to go back to NXT as well. Keep him training till WrestleMania to beat Rey Mysterio 16 tones. That's right. That's going to happen for sure. Dominic versus Rey Mysterio. I would not be surprised, honestly. Would not be surprised if it turns out to be Dominic versus Rey with a celebrity involved as a special guest referee. Maybe Kevin Hart gets involved as a special guest referee. It could be anybody, but I do feel like there's gotta be a special guest referee at WrestleMania. Yeah, definitely think so. Maybe 2 special guest referees. You never know. A father and son duo as special guest. They could definitely do that. I would not be surprised. Let's see. Priest looks like a freaking star. I want to see him with the title, says Nigel. Now, we talked about it before Priest, dropped his Money in the Bank briefcase. I said he's not a star. Nigel said he's a star. I don't see this guy. Wait a second. You talk about Priest. I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself. I thought you were talking about Theory, because that's all I'm thinking about right now. Yeah, Priest is a star for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Without a doubt. Individually, Priest will make it. He will go out there and he'll make a name for himself. But speaking of Theory, here he is. We're back for commercial. Let's see what does Austin Theory have to say to the people. A character change is coming for Theory. You can tell it already, right? He's angry. He's fired up. He says that people think that he's got to succeed because he's got the looks, because he was handed opportunities. Definitely a shot at Mr. McMahon. And he says he feels more alive than ever. So that's good promo. That's a good promo from Austin Theory, right? I mean, he's talking about stuff that makes a lot of sense. Real talk right here. Also putting Seth Rollins over in a good way, and the US title over in a good way as well. This is a sweet promo. Why is this guy here? I'll tell you something about Dolph Ziggler. You know, before there was Chad Gable, there was Dolph Ziggler. I could not stand this guy, Dolph Ziggler, right? Never, never, ever. There was one point in my life when I was like, all right, I can probably get behind Dolph Ziggler. I even purchased a Dolph Ziggler t-shirt, and that was the time when he cashed in and, he got himself over. That was sweet. But ever since then, he's just come all the way down. I'm not sure why is he here with Austin Theory right now, but I'm just annoyed already. Looks like we're gonna get match tonight. Austin Theory versus Dolph Ziggler. One thing's for sure, Austin Theory is a big, angry, maybe not big, but an angry kid now, and does not have his cell phone anymore with him. He doesn't have his Money in the Bank title or briefcase with him. The guy's angry, he's furious, and he wants to prove to the world that he's still got it. Let's see what's next for Austin Theory, but it could be a feud with Dolph Ziggler. Now we can't fight on real life, but let's fight for the prediction title, says Kenneth. I like that, Kenneth, that's right. James versus Kenneth for the predictions title. I like that, Kenneth. That's sweet. That is sweet. And Chris says, Kathy Kelly smoking hot. Alright, Chris. And right now, we're getting a little bit of a preview of War Games. They're telling us what is War Games all about. You know, for a lot of people, especially main roster fans, this might be the first time ever that they'll actually watch a War Games match. So, of course, a little introduction for those guys is super important. Does anybody remember what happened to the last next big thing? I know, right? That's right. Whatever happened to that? Love it. And he says, well written, Kenneth. Kenneth always with the great promos. I like that. Theory, his turn. Babyface, says Ricky. Theory could be turning babyface. It could be it. Let's see. Yeah, the thing in Virginia, I believe that somebody got in a university campus, and there were shots that were fired, and people unfortunately lost their lives. Crazy. It's really sad. And James says that was a good promo done by Theory. The best promo done by Theory so far, and I agree. I feel like that was a great promo. He kept it real. You know, the things that he was talking about made a lot of sense. The whole thing about the bloodline, honestly, if you think about it, there was no chance in hell that Austin Theory would have successfully cashed in on Roman Reigns. Reigns is unstoppable. He's always got people, there, right there, behind his back, having his back. So Theory was right, and he made sense. So him cashing in on the US title, on the champion, makes sense. He also put Seth Rollins over, put the US title over, so that was a good promo work from Austin Theory. And that's right, so far we've got Damage Control, we got Nikki Cross in one team, and the other team we got Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. It's a 5-on-5 War Games match, which means that one person still has to join the Damage Control team, and two people still have to join the Bianca Belair team. I feel like one of those two people should be Candice LeRae, but honestly, we haven't seen Candice, I believe, more than once on Raw so far, so I'm not sure what is next for Candice, but I think that she'd be a great addition to the whole War Games match. And here we are now with Io Sky. People still talking about that promo between Asuka and Io Sky from a few weeks ago, where Asuka, went on a rant. Both of them were talking to each other in Japanese, and Io Sky, of course, she dropped the B word on Asuka, and that got everybody popping. One half of the tag team champions, Io Sky, is looking for a fight here tonight once again. Shut up, Theory. You lost, says Ricky. Ricky is not having Theory whatsoever. Who's excited for me to beat James and become the new prediction title champion? I like that. Kenneth is fired up and ready to take on James. I like that. Okay. Alright, James is ready as well. He's shaking his tidy whities. That is nice. Good. Ziggler is a great wrestler. It's shame him and Miz are being treated badly. I feel like Miz is still fine, but for Dolph Ziggler, he's a great wrestler. I do agree with that, but I don't know. I feel like he's kind of like Randy Orton. Randy Orton, of course, he's having fun right now, but there was a point in Randy Orton's career where he was wrestling just for the heck of it. He was wrestling because he was supposed to wrestle because it was his 9-to-5 job. That's the only reason why he was wrestling. And I feel like with Dolph Ziggler, it's kind of the same scenario where he's wrestling just because it pays the bills. I don't see any dedication, from Ziggler anymore. In his promo work, in his wrestling, I just don't see it from Ziggler. And that's part of the reason why I just cannot get behind Ziggler anymore. Part of the reason why I stopped caring about Orton too for an extended period of time. That's the thing about it. So, Ziggler, he's a great wrestler, but I feel like he has lost his passion for wrestling. I feel so. Yeah. Let's see. And Gary says, I was talking about Drew McIntyre. Does anybody remember? I get it. That's right. So Drew McIntyre, of course, he was in India lately. And he did some Bollywood songs, music videos with a few of the Bollywood stars here. And now he's back in the US. Of course, we saw him on SmackDown this past Friday. Let's see what they have in store for Drew McIntyre. I don't think he's going to be a champion anytime soon. But we'll probably be hanging around the upper mid card. That probably is going to be the league for McIntyre moving forward. And no, sweet. Oh wow, Kenneth once again with some promo work on James. Good job, Kenneth. Good job. Yes, AJ, 3 football player died overnight. That's crazy. That is absolutely horrendous. I was on Twitter. I did see the tweets that they were putting out, the emergency tweets. Asking people to evacuate, asking people to stay safe, stay sheltered. It was heartbreaking to see all of that. So was the guy ever caught? Because I remember they had a hard time catching him, right? The choppers were there, everything was there, but they still couldn't locate him until late at night. Were they able to catch him? And Chris says, who do you think will be in the men's War Games match? I wonder. I mean, let me know. Anybody here? Actually, all of you guys, let me know. Who do you think will be in the War Games match? The men's War Games match. Any prediction? Let us know. Chris, let me know what you think. That's right. I love it, James. Love it. And that's right, Kenneth. You have everybody's attention, my brand. You have everybody's attention. That's right, Andy. Love that. Io Shirai, Io Sky, indeed great. Now that we got Nikki Cross back, what happens to Doudrop? I wonder. When Nikki Cross came back, that was the first question that popped up in my head as well. What happens to Doudrop? Because one thing's for sure, the lady has a hard time putting herself over, without a doubt. So, whatever happens to her, I'm not sure. Doudrop is just, capable of giving us such great matches. She's capable of putting herself over in a great way. But things just haven't been working out for her. And that's why she was paired up with Nikki as such. And, she was sort of relevant in a tag team. But individually, I don't know what's next for Doudrop, to be honest. Not sure. Even Nikki Cross, I'm not fully into her yet. I feel like her current run as, individual run is kind of... I believe it's kind of rocky right now. It's somewhat relevant, somewhat not relevant. I think it's relevant because she just recently took her mask on and people are talking about her. People are talking about the fact that she took her mask off and, Nikki Cross is back. But I feel like a few months into it, she might go stale once again because it's Nikki Cross. At the end of the day, she is Nikki Cross. She has been stale before. That's why she put the mask on. And now that the mask is off and she's red hot right now, she's teaming up with Damage Control. I feel like a few months into it, she's got to be stale again. So I'm not fully buying into the whole Nikki Cross hype just yet. I feel like she lacks the X factor That's the reason why it hasn't worked out previously, and I don't know if it'll work out in the future. Anyways, here we are now. It is gonna be match number 5. Dana Brooke, Io Sky is an interesting match. Just like I believe it was Gary who shared this before, that this lady Dana Brooke is heartbroken. She's angry. She is really offended by the fact that the 24/7 title's legacy has been tarnished. It has been insulted by tossing it into the bin. So here she is. Dana Brooke is here, out for revenge. See, think Doudrop is injured, says Andy. Oh, that's wow. I hope she gets better. I've taken dumps bigger than wow. James here. It's a shot at Kenneth. All right, okay. And here we are. Dana Brooke is angry with those big punches to Io Sky. Will not go down, going for the cover, and Io Sky kicks out really early. Nice. I thought she was going to go for a German suplex, but of course that didn't happen. But Dana Brooke still in control of the match. Locked in real tight on Io Sky. Io Sky going for those elbow strikes to the back of the head, but Dana Brooke with a dodge. Nice. Very clever offense. Very clever way to get out of the hold right there from Io Sky. This lady is unfazed. The way she just moves in the ring is just so smooth. It's incredible. And Chris says, I think it'll be Bloodline versus Brutes. I think so too. Seems like that is the direction that they're moving forward with right now. Bloodline versus Brutes. I don't think that it's going to be a needle mover of a feud, but it seems like that is certainly the direction that they're moving forward with right now. That's right. Big stomp right there to the leg of Dana Brooke. She is hurt. If you look at the time right now, we're done with the 50% of the show. We're still left with about 80 minutes or so, but we're done with over 50 minutes of the show so far. Sweet. And still, I would say that the show tonight has been mid. It's been average. You know, wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow's NXT turns out to be a better show than tonight's Raw, because tomorrow's NXT is jam-packed. We've got title matches. We've got Shawn Michaels. We really have some big matches happening tomorrow night. But tonight's Raw, for me, it's just been mid and nothing but mid so far. I know, True. I'm with you. Why is Dana Brooke getting TV time? This could be the last time that she actually gets some TV time, you know, after the 24/7 title, you know, disappeared from TV. I think this could be the last and final time. She's here, seems like she's here to get some retribution and do justice to the legacy of the 24/7 title, I guess. And Io Sky here. Great, she's fantastic. Io Sky is smooth like butter. The way she just moves and dodges the moves and, you know, with the offense, she's incredible. My springboard. Wow. Yeah, Dana Brooke, her wrestling is just not good. You know, she might be a good person and, you know, quite a talent, but her wrestling is just not up to the mark. Nice cartwheel here from Dana Brooke. Io Sky catches her off guard. I think she's going to go for a German suplex. That's right, she does it. She does what Dana Brooke had the opportunity of doing early on in the match. Of course, she did not do it. But Io Sky with a nice German suplex to Dana. And now, wow, she goes hard on Dana Brooke with those knees to the face. Dana Brooke is out for sure. Pam and Neil looking good. You're right, True. They definitely look good, brother. There's nothing from the crowd tonight, says Gary. You're right. And nothing from me either, you know, to be honest. The one thing that I like about the show, by the way, the match is over. Of course, Io Sky with the victory. No surprise there. But if I'm being honest, I like the pace of the show, right? The matches are quick and the segments are quick. I like that stuff is happening tonight. That is great. That is the one great thing about the show tonight. But apart from that, I'm just not a fan of the quality of the matches on the same hand. And I'm not a fan of the storytelling that's been happening so far. It's just been a mid-show tonight. The crowd is trash, is true. Yep, definitely. And we know that crowd also makes a show. And tonight the contribution from the crowd is just not it. And James is not, wow, James here is not happy. I like those emojis, brother. All right. Io is very flexible, says King, says True, and you're right, absolutely. Super duper flexible. And here she is, Mia Yim coming out. Is she going to accept the offer from Damage Control? she is joining Bianca Belair's team, is she not? She definitely is. No questions asked, she is joining Team Bianca. Of course, that's happened. Why is Nikki Cross smiling? Wait a second, did Nikki Cross forget that she did not have to smile right there? Okay, nice. Here she is. She has joined her family. It's gonna be Alexa, Asuka, Bianca, and Mia Yim on the same team here. So now we have 4 people on either side of this War Games cage. We got 4 people here, 4 people there. Both the teams need 1 person each. 1 more member for both the teams. Let's see how this goes down. And King Tones has sent me a tweet. Alright, take a look at that. Nice, Kenneth. Once again, great promo work. Good job. And here we are, Akira Tozawa still playing poker or cards here with JBL and Baron Corbin. What is happening? Are we gonna get an Akira Tozawa versus Baron Corbin match? Alright, seems like we're gonna get a match later on. But Akira Tozawa here clearly winning. Good for him. Good for him. But anyways, guys, here we are now. Austin Theory coming out. Good for Austin Theory. Let's see how this goes down. He's possibly here to wrestle Dolph Ziggler. So let's see how this match goes down. Chua says, AJ, rip off those people who got shot. No, absolutely. It's RIP to those people. It's sad. Whatever happened in Virginia over the weekend, very unfortunate. Without a doubt. I'm the external shadow here. And they say, hello, fellow humans. I'm the external shadow. Wow, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on board. James says, my match option, real man's match. Like that, brother. Ziggler is going A-Town down tonight, says Nigel. Let's see how this goes down. Ziggler might go A-Town down, but one thing's for sure, Austin Theory here has a chip on his shoulder. He's got to prove to the world that no matter he lost the briefcase, he still hasn't lost the charm, he still hasn't lost it, and he can still put on a fight. So let's see how this match goes down, but I think Austin Theory will most likely pick up the victory, as he should. He needs this victory more than anything in this world right now. He needs to win. That's right. Ricky says it is nap time. Alright, okay, Ricky. True is having a good laugh. Let's see. That's right, True is a champion. He is the champion. When it comes to trivia, when it comes to prediction, he is the undisputed champion right now. That's right. Of course, still on commercial break. This is the commercial. Wait a second, I should update the number of breaks that we had so far. So this is commercial break number 9. So 9 segments so far, 5 matches, 9 commercial breaks. So segments and commercial breaks, of course, they're going hand to hand right now. That's nice. I believe Austin Theory will lose embarrassingly tonight, says Gary. Quite a statement, Gary. Quite a statement. So you think that they're gonna take Austin Theory, they're gonna break him down by giving him embarrassing defeats, and then they're gonna repackage the guy. Is that what you think? They've done that before to superstars, and sometimes it has worked out, so that might be true. Just take the guy, squeeze the heck out of him, break him down, then he's forced to go away, comes back a better, stronger heel. Could happen. Sure. For me, I feel like he needs to win tonight. I think he does need to win. Because if he loses, he's going to lose some TV time. He's going to step away. And that might work out, might not work out. So I feel like the better option for him would be to win tonight. Let's see, though. Let's see. And James says, True is the time traveler. It's true about True. I'll tell you that. He is certainly a time traveler. The predictions that he comes up with always come out to be true. And he's super humble about it. Like, he doesn't show off. He doesn't brag about it. But, yeah, really. His predictions are always on point. It's crazy. He's awesome. Of course. Once again, still on commercial. And we are still left with about an hour and 12 minutes, as you can see right here. We still have an hour and 12 minutes left, so about 70 minutes left before the show is going to be over. 9 commercials, 9 segments, 5 matches so far. So, not too shabby, In the Vince McMahon era, we'd be done with 2 hours of Raw, and we'd only get like 2 matches. We have seen shows with 0 matches in the first hour. We have seen shows like that, so this is not bad at all. The number of matches, pretty good. Theory needs to be back with the way. That's right, Andy. Yeah. Certainly. Once again, commercials going strong. Let's take a look at what else is happening at the moment. So we got an update here from AEW's Full Gear. So it says... Alright, so for Full Gear, the update that we have when it comes to the ticket sale is that there are still about 1,000 tickets still left to be sold. They have sold well over 10,000 tickets, but close to 1,000 tickets still to be sold. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So they have been able to sell most of the arena. That's great. Also, it seems like Jeff Hardy is required to attend the next pre-trial hearing. So Jeff Hardy has got a lot of stuff going on. Of course, currently going under rehab. He's also got his legal matters, bothering him. Jeff Hardy is, he's got a lot going on right now. Hopefully, he's gonna be just fine. But there's a lot that's going on with Jeff Hardy. And here we are, we're back from commercial. Austin Theory is ready for a match. Of course I remember, Timothy. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And hope you're enjoying the show so far. And here we are, Dolph Ziggler coming out. Does anybody know that if Dolph Ziggler still does his comedy club stuff? Because we know that for a bit he was doing a lot of comedy, right, at clubs. I wonder if he still does that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Kingtone says 1 hour left. That was fast. Certainly a fast Raw. Just like I said, I don't like the overall quality of what they have offered to us tonight, but I do like the pace of the show. 2 hours almost flew by. It did not feel like it, and that is something that I like. Theory must have been caught in the closet with Stephanie, says James. I know. For such a big downfall, it must have been something crazy like that, James, right? It's got to take something crazy like that for a guy to go all the way from a hero to a no-way zero. Absolutely agree with that. And here we are now. The referees rung the bell. Theory, Ziggler. Did Theory grow his beard out as well? Because he looks like his beard's getting bigger, thicker. And of course, the man always looks more, I would say, manly or sincere or brutal with that beard. So that's nice. Theory with the beard actually might be nice. Yeah. That might work out. Theory with a beard might work out, actually, to think about it. Not too bad. And Kenneth here saying that True has been the dominant champion. That's nice, brother. You guys are awesome. He still does stand up. Alright, thanks for that, brother True. I wonder if he's good at... Anybody here has actually watched his stand-up comedy? Any of his segments? Any of his stuff that he's done? Because I haven't. But I'd love to. Wow. Big punch to the face of Dolph Ziggler. He goes down. Austin Theory right now in command, in control. Good for him. Of course, this is the 6th match of the night, I believe. Wait a second, Andy, is that right? Andy says, I don't know if he's still doing stand-up comedy, but he's hanging out with adult film stars. Really? Is that right? That's crazy. Well, I guess whatever makes him happy, but that's insane. Actually, on that note, I was surprised because I was going through, a few of those wrestlers' Twitter accounts, and I was going through a list of their, the people that they follow. And a few of the wrestlers, I'll be honest with you, while I was going through the list of the people that they follow, for a second, I forgot that I was going through a wrestler's account because literally, the kind of pages that they follow on Twitter and, the kind of people that they follow, it doesn't look like I'm looking at a wrestler's account. It's crazy. People should be more careful about the stuff that they follow on Twitter because it's public. And I don't think they realize that. Yeah. And now Theory is going after Ziggler with those big punches straight to the head of Dolph Ziggler. He goes down. And Theory not going easy on the guy. Headlock locked in real tight on Dolph Ziggler. I love that, King Tones. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Gary says somebody needs to show Austin Theory the way out the door. Yeah, I agree. Never been a big fan of Austin Theory, but I've started to feel a little bit bad for him. So let's see how this goes down. But of course, guys, for those of you who are joining in right now who did not watch the show from the beginning, so far we've had Bobby Lashley versus Mustafa Ali. We've had Mia Yim versus Tamina Snuka. We've had Chad Gable versus Matt Riddle. That was the third match of the night tonight. Apart from that, we've had Dominic Mysterio versus Shelton Benjamin. Of course, Dana Brooke versus Io Sky. And what we're getting right now, of course, is this match here between Austin Theory and Dolph Ziggler. So this makes it basically the 6th match of the night. Let me update that real quick. So, 6 matches. 6 matches in 2 hours is not bad. It's pretty good. Alright. Of course, don't ask me about the quality of the matches because the quality hasn't been good, but the quantity has certainly not been bad. And James says, you better watch out as Ding-a-Ling might run off. Alright, James, let's see. Who does stand-up comedy, says King Tone. So it's Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler definitely does stand-up comedy. Austin Theory has the same outfit as Dominic. Really? Okay. Alright. So they have something in common. Another thing in common. One thing in common is that I don't like either of them. Other thing in common is that they've got similar outfit. That's nice. Alright. Good observation, King Tones. Gary says, did anybody else hear the rumor about Austin Theory getting back the briefcase? How is that even possible? He lost the briefcase, correct? So how could he get it back, Gary? On what grounds can he win back the briefcase? That is quite interesting. Anyways, this is commercial number 10. Let's update that real quick as well. Right. He didn't cash it in on a heavyweight. Oh, that's crazy. That is insane. Well, that would be quite a swerve if he gets back his briefcase. But if he does get it back, is he going to cash it in on Roman Reigns sometime? Because that almost seems impossible. But wow. That would be such a swerve if he gets the briefcase back because he did not cash it on the heavyweight champion. Also, it closes a lot of doors in the future because, we just had him cashing in on the US champion, which means in the future we could have had people cashing in on the IC or the US champion as well. But if they do this, if they pull this off and hand him the briefcase over tonight, in the future, in the near future, it just closes the door on a possibility of people cashing in the briefcase on a singles title that is not a heavyweight championship. So that would be a shame. That's crazy. Let's see if that actually happens. If it does happen, though, that's crazy because A, it makes no sense. B, what would take them so long to give him the briefcase back, right? And C, why did they even allow for the cash-in to happen if it wasn't supposed to happen? So 3 reasons why it makes no sense. And James says, after tonight, I'm so ready for Rampage, for Wednesday, for Dynamite. That's right, brother. I'm ready as well. By the way, a question to all of you. We know that next week on Friday, Rampage is going to be having a special start time, I believe, 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'd like to ask how many of you guys are going to be watching Rampage on Friday, because it's going to start very early. And yeah, it's also a very busy weekend from what I understand. Because 24th of November is Thanksgiving, and of course 25th is when Rampage is happening. So I wonder how many people are actually going to be watching. So are you going to be watching? Let me know. Kington says, I'm not an NXT fan. Okay. I think they'll stop doing Money in the Bank, says Andy. I would be heartbroken if they stopped doing it, because I've always been a fan of the Money in the Bank briefcase matches and the whole concept. I actually liked it a lot better when they had the Money in the Bank matches at WrestleMania, as opposed to an actual Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I hope they bring that back. Money in the Bank matches at WrestleMania in that big arena used to just make a lot more sense. I used to love it. The wrestlers climbing the ladder up to reach the briefcase in that jam-packed arena, big stadiums. I used to love that. So hopefully they bring back the Money in the Bank matches to WrestleMania instead of giving us an actual Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I would like that a lot better. But getting rid of the whole concept might be a bad idea. And Ricky says, not me, AJ. Next week. That's right. Next week, and indeed, Ricky. That's right. So Ricky will not be watching. He says, I don't care about Rampage. It's too early. I'm not going to be watching. I got it, Ricky. Nicholas says, Cora Jade on all the protein diet. All I'm saying is Braun is all beefy. You know it. Braun is a beefy guy. Without a doubt, brother. And Cora Jade and Braun, they are definitely dating. That is official. Good for them. Lots of wrestling couples emerging these days, right? Recently we had Deonna Purrazzo and, of course, Steve Macklin also tied the knot, get married, so congratulations to them as well. But lots of wrestling couples emerging, getting married. It's great. And Austin Theory went for a great move on Dolph Ziggler, going for the cover, and Ziggler, of course, kicks out. Gary says Dolph Ziggler's super kick is sweeter than the Young Bucks together. You know it, Gary, without a doubt. Now, Rick Kington's, just like you probably know, I don't eat any non-veg meat, none of that stuff, so seafood is out of the question. I've never tried seafood, so yeah, I'm all about the vegetarian life here. And Austin Theory, once again, was looking to take out Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, though, climbs on his back with the sleeper hold locked in on Ziggler. Sleeper hold locked in on Austin Theory. Ziggler doing pretty good right now. Austin Theory is fading out, his face turning red. He's down to a knee already. This might be the end of the match right here. Wow, look at the eyes of Theory, though. The guy's furious. He's angry. He's drooling. Once again, just powers up. Gets back to his feet, sends Ziggler straight back first into the turnbuckle. Ziggler, though, has the sleeper hold locked in very tightly on Theory. Theory is down on the mat. He's flat out. This could be it. Theory could be passing out right here. Is this match going to end the way Bobby Lashley and Mustafa Ali's match ended? It could be. Wow. Theory powers out once again, gets him back to his feet here like Superman. Getting Ziggler down. Theory, of course, is all, wow. He barely got the table turned, and Ziggler with a super kick followed by a zigzag. Going for the cover on Theory. It's a 1, a 2, and Theory, oh my gosh, he kicks out. Yeah, after that kick out, one thing's for certain. Theory is winning this match. They're rebuilding this guy as a fighter. They're rebuilding this guy, a guy without a selfie camera, without the cheating, without any of the tricks or the traits. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight fair and square and pick up the big matches. They're rebuilding him as a fighter. That's good. All right. That's right, Nicholas. You know me, brother. Love those emojis as well. I'm all about the greets. That's it. That's my life. And of course, the main event of the night is Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. They've reminded us that over and over again. These two are going to be fighting in the main event of the night for the US Championship. Rollins versus Finn Balor. Elbow strike to Dolph Ziggler. Here he goes down. And Theory is just gaining momentum, sending Dolph Ziggler straight shoulder first into the ring post. Ziggler is out. The only reason why I still watch NXT is for the women that I care about, says Andy. I agree. I mean, the women on NXT are great. The future is bright when it comes to the women's division. Without a doubt, you got Cora Jade. Of course, you've got Roxanne Perez. You got Nikita Lyons. Tiffany Stratton, by the way, I heard something about her, that she's going to be back on television very soon, and they've got some major plans for Tiffany. So NXT's women division is great. Lash Legend, I can go on and on. Definitely have some great power, star power on the roster of NXT, without a doubt. And Theory once again sends Dolph Ziggler straight shoulder first into the ring post. Ziggler is in big trouble. So I see a question here from Chua. So it seems like the WWE will be going ahead with the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline. That seems like the most likely scenario, the most likely match that we will be getting for the men's Survivor Series War Games match. So I think that is what's going to be happening. Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline. I think it's going to be happening. That's right, True. The match is still going on. They definitely want to put this guy over, want to portray him as a fighter. This is, without a doubt, the longest match of the night. Tonight we've had some very short matches, some very quick matches, but this one is long. And Dolph Ziggler is known for matches like these, right? He's known for putting people over. That's basically the reason why this guy still has a job. He puts people over that need to be repackaged or need to be introduced. Now, I'm not saying he does a very good job at that, but still, he does it. He's the guy for it. And Theory once again gets Ziggler up on his shoulders. Takes him out. He's going to go for... Wait a second. Is he not going to cover Ziggler? What's happening here? Theory is having a change of minds. What is going on with the guy? He could very easily have covered Ziggler, but no. He's going to get him up on his shoulders again and take him out one more time. Yeah, Ziggler is the best punching bag for the people that need to be repackaged. And that's what's happening here once again. Is he going to go for the third one? Look at this guy, Theory. He's angry. He's not here to win the match. He's here to destroy Ziggler. He's taking out his frustrations on Dolph Ziggler right now. Theory is angry. He's losing his mind. Shaq versus L.A. Born James versus Aaron Donald versus Ye Ming at Mania, says Nicholas. Shaq getting involved would be nice. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Shaq O'Neal gets involved. I would not be surprised if Snoop Dogg gets involved. These guys are like, you know, they are wrestling regulars. Let it be AEW. Oh my gosh. Theory grabs the steel steps and just throws it right there on Dolph Ziggler. Of course, the match is over now, disqualification. But Theory is still far from done. Crazy. Wow. Ziggler's head just bounces off the announcer's table right there. Crazy. That is crazy, Chua. Yeah. That's right. Rey Mysterio is not in the World Cup. He's not. He's been replaced. Wow. Pure aggression from Austin. Oh my gosh, don't tell me that. Oh, wow. I haven't seen people using the commentator's, office chair as a weapon. He takes that chair and just tosses it straight on Ziggler. That's gotta hurt. I don't care who you are. I really don't care, but that's gotta hurt. An office chair is heavy. That is gotta hurt for sure. Poor Ziggler. Really feel bad for him right now. That's crazy. And Andy says, I still give Raw a rating of 3. I agree with you, Andy. It's not been the best show. The one thing I like about the show is the pace of it. That the fact that it's getting over very quickly. It's nice, but it's not the best show. But I do like what I see right now. Austin Theory is definitely being repackaged. He's a young man who had a bright future ahead of him. Of course, with the Money in the Bank briefcase, he lost that opportunity. He played the victim card with the whole bloodline stuff, with the Roman Reigns being unstoppable. He kind of played the victim, and here he is now, taking out his frustration on Ziggler. I like where this is going, right now. One thing's for sure after this segment, it's that they have not given up on Austin Theory. Contrary to what people believe, that they've given up on the guy. The fact that he cashed in on the U.S. champion, lost the thing. People thought it's over for Theory, but here he is. He's brutal. He's aggressive. He's going out there making a statement. They have not given up on Austin Theory. this has got to lead somewhere for the guy. So, yeah. I'm going to give Raw so far a 4.5. My ratings has gone up a little bit after this segment. And coming up next, oh my gosh, you know what? This might actually bring my rating down again because now we're going to be having Akira Tozawa versus Baron Corbin. This makes no sense. Why are we getting Akira versus Corbin? I've got no idea. It's terrible. Of course, commercial break number 11 is where we are at right now. And coming up next is going to be Akira Tozawa versus Baron Corbin. You know, they want to repackage Baron Corbin. They want to, they have JBL by his side. Instead of giving us some, you know, memorable segments or, I don't know if that backstage segment was memorable, to be honest, but instead of giving us some great promos, memorable segments, memorable feuds, they're giving us Akira Tozawa versus Baron Corbin. That makes no sense. Also, let's talk about the fact that they're using former 24/7 champions tonight for something that doesn't involve 24/7 championship. That's the first time ever. Dana Brooke just got used tonight, you know, for something that did not involve the 24/7 championship. So, you know, welcome back, Dana Brooke. Also, Akira Tozawa is getting used tonight, not for the 24/7 title. It's gonna be a little awkward to see Akira Tozawa getting his own entrance and whatnot. I can't even recall the last time I saw Akira Tozawa making an entrance of his own. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes down, but the fact that he defeated JBL and Baron Corbin at poker, and that he's getting a match against Baron Corbin tonight in the third hour of the show is crazy. The fact that they decided to kick off the third hour of the show with Akira Tozawa versus Baron Corbin raises my eyebrows, both of them. I really am curious why did they decide to go with Akira Tozawa kicking off hour 3. This is something... It takes guts, for sure. And nice beatdown by Theory says, true, I was impressed too. No, it was a good beatdown. Definitely that office chair and added to the whole thing. I loved it. It was a nice touch. Alright. Chua, take care, my brother. Take care. Get some rest for yourself. And Andy says, I still give Raw a rating of 3. I agree with that. That's nice. And James says, I think I like this theory. That's what I'm thinking too, James. After being super critical of Theory all this time, there was a lot of things that I did not like about Theory. Ms. McMahon, it was the selfie stick thing that he stole from Tyler Breeze. It was his arrogance, the fact that he was so entitled. There were a lot of things I did not like about Theory, but now, this new Theory, we haven't seen a lot of him, but so far, I like where this is going. I like the fact that he's aggressive, he wants to really prove himself. So far, so good, but still, too early to say anything. Let's see how this goes down for another 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then we'll have a firm opinion on Austin Theory, and if you like him or not. Right now, too early to say anything, but from what we saw tonight, I liked it, for sure. I like that, King Tone. So cooking with AJ is an interesting idea. You know, one day we do Cooking with AJ. It's gonna take a lot, though. It's gonna take more than 10,000 subscribers, I guess, to do a cooking show. But you're gonna get some vlogs from me here, travel vlogs and stuff on YouTube. They're coming up soon, so we're gonna get that. Cooking with AJ is an interesting idea. One day we're gonna do it for sure. I promise you, we're gonna do Cooking with AJ one day. And games and stuff and travel vlogs, they're coming up soon. They're in the works. They're gonna come up soon, brother. And he says, thank you, King Tones, you're awesome. Thanks for the support. And everybody, thank you for your support. Andy says, I miss the hardcore Holly crushing chairs over people. Good times, Andy. They're never coming back. Never are. And that's right, Chua. Take care. Once again, we are on commercial. Commercial number 11 so far. So, total number of matches we've had tonight are 6. And segments so far, we've had 9. Coming up next is going to be match number 7. Baron Corbin versus Akira Tozawa. I can't believe I'm saying it, but Baron Corbin versus Akira Tozawa is kicking off hour 3. Anyways, let's update this real quick. Total number of matches are now 7 with this Baron Corbin match added to the play. We're definitely gonna do that, King Tones. Definitely, we're gonna do video games for sure, brother. Thank you for the suggestions. Alright, seems like the Damage Control girls seem very happy. Rhea Ripley has joined Damage Control. So their team is basically set, right? They got everybody. They got Rhea Ripley 2 on board, so Damage Control is good to go. They got Damage Control, of course, they got Io Sky, they got Dakota Kai, they got Bayley, Nikki Cross, and now Rhea Ripley. So their team set, 5 people, they got it. Let's see who the last remaining person is going to be on the team of Bianca Belair. They still have one more to go. We'll see how this goes down. But so far, it is Bianca Belair, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Mia Yim versus Rhea Ripley, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and of course, Nikki Cross. That is the scene that's set when it comes to War Games. So let me know what you think about Rhea Ripley's inclusion in the War Games match. And here we are, Baron Corbin making his entrance along with JBL. And I like the pyro right behind Baron Corbin. At the top is little, but it's like the good old Randy Orton pyro that he used to, have back in the early 2000s. Same pyro. Good job. Anyways, let's see. True says, what was Nikki? I know, Nikki is weird. Without a doubt. I'm not sure what she does, but weird. Anyways, here we are, Baron Corbin. I cannot believe that Akira Tozawa is gonna get his own entrance and whatnot. His own entrance music, Tron, everything. Probably the first time ever I'm gonna see that after 205 Live. He's getting his own stuff here. He is. Good for him. Wow. All he needs right now is a new haircut, maybe a little bit of a beard, and a new outfit. Honestly, just because he's Asian doesn't mean that he has to know karate, and doesn't mean that he has to come out here in this outfit. He does not. Come on, Akira. Oh, and he needs a new character as well. This is hideous. Akira, you're better than that. I think we all know that. You're better than that. Or games like Royal Rumble, says King Tails. Alright. How do you feel it's like the Royal Rumble, brother? Nice, true. Sweet, sweet. And James says, counting tiles. I don't know, Nikki Cross is interesting. Maybe Raw is so boring to her that counting tiles is more entertaining to Nikki Cross than watching Raw. That could be it as well, so you can't blame her.
Big shoulder challenge from the former NFL star.
Of course, no surprise right here. Baron Corbin is dominating, doing pretty well. He gotta go for it. He's gotta go for a choke slam. Oh, Akira Tozawa. Oh my gosh, did not see that coming. Akira Tozawa with a DDT to Baron Corbin. That is crazy. Climbing the top turnbuckle, and he's gonna go for it. Nice drop kick to Baron Corbin. He goes down hard. Akira going for the cover, and Baron with the kick out. Very early kick out, but a kick out. And Andy, I see your comment about Cobra Kai and next season being the final one. So Cobra Kai is, the writers have basically confirmed that they have not even started writing for Cobra Kai's next season yet. So I wonder what's next for them. But I believe a month and a half ago, I read, about Cobra Kai's next season, and it seemed like it's not even in the works right now. It will happen most likely, but so far not in the works. And honestly, I agree with you. I feel like next season should be the last one. It's being stretched out a bit too much. Probably should be the last one. Yeah. Wow. Akira Tozawa, though, is doing pretty well. I did not expect for him to actually beat JBL and Corbin at poker. Did not expect for him to do what he's doing right now in the ring. Look at him fly down. Big dive to the outside, taking out Baron Corbin. What is the use of Baron Corbin being here with JBL if JBL can't even do anything, can't even help him out? For real, Akira Tozawa is giving Baron Corbin a hard time, and this is a total joke. Come on. Crazy, crazy. Thank you, King Jones. Andy, thank you for sharing that. And there ain't enough money in the world to help Baron Corbin. You're right, Gary. You're right. Absolutely. Baron Corbin sends Akira Tozawa into the ring now. Looks like he has turned the tables. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe Hurricane right here from Akira to Baron Corbin. Akira is going to go for it. Knee to the face. I cannot believe that I'm watching a... Are you guys sure this is Akira Tozawa and not somebody else in disguise of Akira Tozawa because he's going out there right now. This is crazy. Holy crap. JBL should abandon Baron Corbin and pick up Akira Tozawa, start guiding him. Really, this guy would do a lot better at poker and wrestling. Insane. And thank you, James. I'll definitely do that. Alright, Baron Corbin catches him off guard. Mid-air. End of days for Akira. This should get the job done. Going for the cover. It's a 1, a 2, and end of days indeed for Akira Tozawa. The match is over, but wow, this guy put on a fight. JBL should be ashamed. Baron Corbin should be ashamed of himself. The fact that Akira Tozawa was even able to give him a hard time, these guys should be embarrassed by it. But good on Akira Tozawa. Not only did he get some TV time, but he made the most out of it. Good job, Akira Tozawa. The most dominant that he's ever looked on the main roster right there. How much longer before JBL gives Baron Corbin the clothesline? I know, Gary, right? But I feel like they haven't even started here with JBL and Baron Corbin. They're doing the corny backstage segment, but that's about it. They haven't done anything substantial yet. There's a long way to go. I don't feel like JBL is adding any value to Baron Corbin, honestly. I feel like Baron Corbin was able to put himself over by himself as Happy Corbin or Broke Corbin. With JBL, I don't think that he's been able to do anything extremely great or extremely memorable or remarkable. They've got a lot to do. So far, I feel like they haven't even gotten started. Let's see where they head next, though. What do you think about the Raw commentator team? You know, Corey Graves, of course, this guy right here, Kevin Patrick. How do you feel about Raw's commentary team so far?
Balor and the Hall of...
And we're taking a look at Extreme Rules last month. Of course, whatever happened, we all remember what happened. Beth Phoenix got in there. She got involved. Rhea Ripley threatened Edge to beat the holy hell out of Beth Phoenix. Of course, Edge was forced to say the words "I quit," but Rhea Ripley still smashed her head right there between the steel chairs. Rhea Ripley being Rhea Ripley, of course, that happened. Wait a second, this reminds me. What are the chances of Beth Phoenix joining Bianca Belair's team in the War Games match? Now, that would be crazy. I don't think it's going to happen, but if that were to happen, I think that would be nuts. Beth Phoenix joining War Games, that'd be crazy. Are we getting this matchup next now? We've got about 40 minutes left before the show's going to be over. Are we really getting this match next? Wait a second, let's see what they say. No, we're not. It's going to be the main event of the night. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, U.S. Championship match will be closing the show, that's for sure. And I say this all the time, the opening of the show really sets the tone for the rest of the show. The opening tonight was mid. That's why the show's been mid. The main event also is going to be mid. So let's see. James says, I can hear the crickets tonight in the arena. The fans are definitely sleeping, brother. They definitely are. I miss JBL and Ron Simmons for being the APA, taking everybody's money. Oh, those were some good days, brother. And speaking of taking everybody's money, remember the time when Chad Gaspard and JTG used to do the same thing? Not just taking away money, taking away people's possessions. Let it be, the divas, the men, let it be the audience. It would steal. Yeah. The Crime Time were different. What did you think about the Crime Time, guys? Back in the day, of course, right now, we all know it. If the Crime Time was still around right now, R.I.P. Shad, by the way, what a great guy. But if Crime Time was still around, do you feel, we know that they would be canceled. They would not be able to be on TV. They would just get canceled. We know that. But back in the day, watching Crime Time, were you entertained? Did you get a good laugh? How did you feel about the stable back in the day as a fan? Let me know. James says, anything is better than listening to Booker T for 2 hours. You don't like the Shucky Ducky Quack Quacks, James? What about Trish Stratus joining Bianca Belair's team? Andy, if dreams do come true, that'll happen. I would love that. I'd love to see Trish Stratus joining Bianca's team, but I think that's unlikely, but I'd love it. Trish was the cutest, hottest girl on earth, in my opinion, says King Tones. Was or is? That sounds like past tense, King Tones. Has your opinion of Trish Stratus changed ever since? Alright. Anyways, here we are once again with the commercial, which means I gotta update the number of commercials too, because so far, we've had not 11, but 12 commercials now. I really dream of the day that we're gonna have more matches than the number of commercials. Tonight, I think commercials are gonna win because, yeah, we're at 7 matches right now. Commercials leading at 12. I don't think that matches will be able to surpass the commercials in the little time that we have left now. Yeah. Let's see what else do we have here. Trish was my favorite back in the day, AJ, says Ricky. So, who's your favorite now, Ricky? Is it not Trish anymore? Has somebody replaced Trish in your eyes? Crime Time was way better than... Oh my gosh. Andy, there's no comparison whatsoever. Like, Crime Time, miles better than the Hit Row, without a doubt, without any questions. So much better. And honestly, the guys behind Crime Time, JTG, Shad, Guys, Bart, also fantastic guys. You know it. You guys know it already. Good friends of mine. So... much love to those people. They're fantastic. They're great people indeed. And Quinto says, will I have a day of reckoning on Nintendo? Oh, that's nice, King Tones. That is sweet. I never owned a Nintendo console except for the first one. You know, the one that used to play the Super Mario Bros. On, the one used to connect to your TV. Yeah, I had the old one, the big fat one with the big cassettes. I don't know if you guys even remember those consoles. Andy? True, anybody here remembers those old Nintendo consoles that used to come with cassettes so big? I had that one. I had that one as a kid, but yeah, never owned any of those portable ones later on. I see, Ricky. It's not Maxine. Ricky says, it's not Maxine. My favorite is Liv Morgan, Alexa, and Bailey. That is sweet. That is nice. Alright, brother. Kingdom says, I have No Mercy on 64. I see. Nice. Guys, get some good games, Kingtones. And of course, they're giving us a look again at Austin Theory just going off right there. That was nice. That was sweet. Definitely sweet. I used to have Nintendo games. That's right, Andy. Did you also have that big console, or did you have the handheld portable ones? I remember, AJ, I want one back in the day. That's right, Ricky. Those were some good consoles. The cassettes used to be so big, but then a newer console came out and the cassettes got smaller. Yeah. Funny days, right? 100 games in one cassette. The biggest scam. But yeah, good days. Those were good days. I wonder if we're going to be hearing from Austin Theory now after this thing, or we're not. We're not, but let's see. Alright, seems like another segment here with Kathy, Kelly, and the girls. We got Bianca Belair, Asuka, Alexa, and Mia Yim. Let's see what they have to say here. Alright, so Bianca says, oh my gosh, do not need Chad Gable right now. What the hell is he even doing here? Did you guys know that I hate the thank you just as much as I hate the swoosh? Terrible. This guy's absolutely ridiculous. And Seth Rollins now coming out here dancing to I don't know what rhythm. But seems like we're gonna have this match finally. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, we've got about 30 minutes left, and this looks like it's going to be a 30 minutes match. So let's see how this goes. Alright, we got, Ricky says, wait a second, Ricky says, I had old Nintendo back in the day, it was my favorite. I see that, yeah. Nice, Ricky. Good days. Nostalgia, running wild. Atari, that's nice, Andy, that's badass. And Chua says, I had GameCube, that is sweet. Will the Bloodline be gracing us tonight? No, Gary, they're not. They're not going to be here. They're not going to be blessing us with their presence. Will not happen. And Andy says, fun times indeed, guys. You guys were great indeed. Probably Becky. True says Becky could be joining Bianca Belair's team. So you think that Becky, when she comes back, she's going to be a total babyface. That is interesting. Okay. And good to see you, my brother, bro, man. I'm not going to sing with this guy, Cable, or Rollins. You know I'm never going to do that. I'm never joining the dark side. And it doesn't get any more darker or weirder than Chad Gable. Never. Never. And here he is, finally, Finn Balor. He wasn't around the Judgment Day all night long, but here he is finally. It's going to be Balor versus Seth Rollins for the U.S. Championship. Should be interesting. And Balor coming out here by himself. He doesn't need any Judgment Day. He doesn't need any backup here, for interference and whatnot. He's going to be fighting his own battle as he comes out tonight. Of course, Balor, Seth Rollins, we're going to get this match after a little commercial, that's for sure. Rollins singing Sush. I hate it, True. I hate it. I cannot believe it, like, really. The thank yous, the Sushas. I cannot be the only person in this world who hates it, right? I mean, yeah, there's got to be more people. There's got to be more. Anyways, here we are. Let's see. I used to have a PlayStation 2, says Chua. That is sweet. Nice. Sweet. For me, I had a PlayStation 2, I had a PlayStation 3, I had an Xbox One, actually 2 of Xbox Ones, and yeah, right now I have a PS5. Yeah, that's my console history. Nice, Ricky, that's sweet. I like how we just dive into nostalgia here. That is sweet. I have a Monopoly board, says Gary. Oh, I don't know if there's anybody in the face of this planet right now doesn't have a Monopoly board. Everybody should have a Monopoly board. Everyone should. And up next is going to be the U.S. title match. Balor versus Rollins. Of course, the main event of the night. We got about 30 minutes left, which means that this match could be promising. 30 minutes. They've got a lot of time to really give us a banger. Really do. And, bro, man, always good to see you, my brother. Got to be Sasha. Wait a second. Ricky says it's got to be Sasha Banks. But I don't see Sasha Banks coming back. Wait. Yeah, I don't see it happening, honestly, because if it were Sasha Banks, I'd see her returning with Naomi. Not alone, but with Naomi. So, War Games, they just have one spot open. Had there been 2 spots open, I would have possibly thought, okay, maybe Sasha and Naomi. But now that Mia Yim has just filled up one of those empty spots, we only have one more spot open, and I don't think it's going to be Sasha. I think when she comes back, it's got to be with Naomi is what I feel. So, let's see, though. Let's see. I kind of want Balor to win, says True. I wouldn't mind that either, brother. Would be nice. A title on the Judgment Day. Their side. I would not mind that. Sure. Yeah. I would like that to actually think about it now. I would like Balor winning the U.S. Championship too. Sure. Hopefully it happens. I don't think it'll happen, but hopefully it happens. James says, oh my gosh, come on, James. Stop right there. Only if Becky wants to get sued again. Let's see. Wow. Let's see what happens. Her coming back as a face is going to make me happy for sure. So, let's see. You still play your N64, says James. That's nice, brother. That is sweet. That was my favorite WWE game. What game was your favorite? A SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Here Comes the Pain was a lot of people's favorite game. Unfortunately for me, I was not a wrestling fan. I did not really watch a lot of wrestling back when Here Comes the Pain came out. So I did not play that game when it came out. I did play it though, I believe in 2010. And, around that time, the graphics for Here Comes the Pain were quite dated. So I could not really get behind the game myself because the graphics were a bit too dated for me to try. I couldn't gamble with it. But I've heard great things and nothing but great things about Here Comes the Pain. I wish that I was a fan and played it myself when it came out, but yeah. Wasn't that lucky, I guess. James says Sasha coming back in full gear, but Sasha Banks, I believe, brother, still under contract with the WWE, so a full gear appearance for Sasha Banks is less than likely, is what I feel. Let me know if you guys have any insider or any predictions when it comes to Sasha Banks and full gear, but I don't see how it will happen because she's still under contract with the WWE, if I'm not wrong. I see Andy says, here comes the pain. I won all the belts. That is awesome. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of wrestling games. I still am, but 2K22, 2K20 took the love away, kind of. 22 isn't the greatest game. I don't think so. At 20, of course, we know what happened with 20. 19 was sort of okay, but 2K22 was just not my cup of tea. So, but early on, until 2K15 or 16 or even 17, used to love wrestling games so much. I've kind of switched gears now, no pun intended. Kind of switched gears now, and I've gone to racing games. I love GT7. That game is fantastic. So when I'm free, I'm usually playing that. Yeah. I think Mercedes will show up at Triple Mania Night of Champions. Big prediction, Andy. But again, Sasha Banks, the thing is that she is still in the contract, I believe, with the WWE. So for her to show up for a third-party event is kind of hard. But let's see. Let's see. But I believe that's the last Triple Mania show of the year, right? Night of Champions. We're definitely going to do a watch-along for that. A Triple Mania show has never disappointed us, and I think it's never going to disappoint us in the future as well, so definitely going to be watching that together. And Undertaker's One Dead Man show is returning again to Texas. They see this as a cash cow, no secret about that. They know it's big money. They don't even allow the audience members to film these shows because, it's basically the same stories that he's telling over and over again to different audiences, and they would hate for this to be on social media, on YouTube. So no videography is allowed in the show, but the fans do get to have this personal, up and close, interaction with Taker, which they love. So Taker's One Dead Man show is returning once again. What was supposed to be a one-time thing is now a recurring thing, so good for him. Alright, so Finn Balor, AJ Styles, set for Survivor Series. It's going to happen in about 2 weeks from now, so that's that. Wow. True also thinks that Sasha Banks might show up at Full Gear, so a lot of you guys think that she is going to show up at a non-WWE show. Let it be Full Gear or Triple A, I'm sorry. That is interesting, so let's see. For me, I'd be shocked if that happens. If she shows up on a non-WWE show, I will be shocked, but it'll be quite a moment. Let's see. And Seth Rollins coming out here, of course, the U.S. champion. The match is for the U.S. Championship. And let's see, coming up next, we've got about 25 minutes left here. Wow. And Ricky says no. If Sasha doesn't show up at War Games, she shows up at Royal Rumble. She is a WWE person. Come on, guys. Ricky says stop with the predictions. Stop with the guesses. The fantasies. It's not going to happen. Sasha Banks is a WWE star. She's got to show up at the Royal Rumble. Is what Ricky says. I like that. Okay, brother. All right. Andy, I was Eddie Guerrero. Oh, that's nice. You guys are having a great time thinking about the good old day. Maybe we should, sit down and play some old wrestling games one day. I think that'd be nice. Alright, with that being said, the match is just about to begin. We've still got about 20 minutes left on the clock. So with a few commercial breaks, we're going to be just fine. By the way, I totally forgot to update the last commercial break, so let's do that real quick. So far we've had 13 commercials. And of course, this is the 8th match of the night. So 8 matches tonight. It's true. True says that Mercedes will have freedom to work outside when with AEW. That's right. Definitely will enjoy the freedom as well. And it seems like she wants to branch out in different territories, different fields of expertise. She seems like she wants to try, test the waters. So that might be the best for her. But let's see. Still not very certain about her contract status with the WWE. So that's another thing. That another factor in the equation. So let's see if she's really free, if she's still in the shackles. Wonder what's going to be happening there, because that's going to have a big impact on whatever move comes up next. Let it be a WWE return or an AEW debut. So that's that. I'm sensing something big is going to happen to end the show, says Gary. I mean, I'm not going to have my expectations very high yet. Gary, I would love to, but I'm not going to have my expectations super high. We've got about 22 minutes left, so that definitely leaves a lot of room open for something big to happen. I really wish that something big happened, especially considering that the show wasn't the best. I'd love for something great to happen, but I'm not going to have my expectations high. But let's see. Gary, do you have any idea, any prediction of what it could be? Let me know. And now with True, he just got back from the future and he agreed with me, Sasha Vulgar. You know it, James. True is definitely, he knows exactly what's happening. He's awesome with the predictions. And here we are. Finn Balor right now with the headlock locked in, real title on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins in trouble. Nice. And Choa, it's all keywords. That the whole stuff that you see in the description, it's a bunch of keywords for the algorithm. So you don't read too much into it. And here we are. Nice elbow strike from Rollins to Finn Balor. Finn Balor goes down to the ringside. Gary says the main event and the crowd is sitting on their hands. That's it. It's sad, right? Tonight the fans are definitely not having a great time. Absolutely not. Everyone's sitting down. I barely see people standing up, even though Seth Rollins is literally standing right there ringside. People are still sitting down their butt, not really excited. It's just not a good look. Anyways, this is yet another commercial. This is why, Gary, I don't think anything big is happening, because they've got about 20 minutes left. They're going to give us at least 2 more sets of commercial breaks, and the match will end up being about 10 to 12 minutes long. That's it. I don't see anything happening tonight. Yeah. Let's see if there's any other news or anything else going around. So Mia Yim, of course, has a new nickname. I missed this point because I was probably on mute. But Mia Yim has a new nickname. That is Mishin. And Mishin means crazy in Korean. It's nice. So WWE also trademarked this name not too long ago. So Mishin is the new ring name for new nickname for Mia Yim, and she will be using the name for moving forward as her nickname on the merchandise, and of course she'll be called by Mishin. It seems, and that means crazy in Korean. So that's that. The name has already been trademarked. 20 minutes of this headache left. Yeah, seems like it, right? Definitely seems like it. By the way, guys, have you heard of this rumor now that Steve Austin has been offered yet another match? How do you feel about it, and would you like to see Steve Austin wrestling one more time, possibly WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood? Would you like to see Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling, maybe against a Hollywood star? I don't know, but anybody, let me know. Also about Full Gear. Full Gear is going to be airing in select movie theaters across America. So if I was in the US right now, I'd probably watch a wrestling show in a movie theater. I've never done that before. I've never ever watched a wrestling show in a movie theater, in an actual theater. Of course, I've done it in my home theater room, but never a movie theater. I'd love to go there just for the experience. Let me know if anybody here has ever watched a wrestling show in a movie theater. And I was cutting in and out of service. What did you say a little bit about speaking Russia? So, I was just talking about Masha Slamovich. Masha Slamovich, of course, is going to be, on the show, just like I said. She will be, right here. Tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing Masha Slamovich, and the interview comes out day after tomorrow. So, True mentioned that, True was basically asking if she even speaks English. And I said, if she doesn't speak English, I can speak a little bit Russian, so we're going to be just fine. If we cannot do the interview in English, we'll do it in Russian. We're going to be just fine, I know how to say privyet, I know how to say kagdela, I know how to say очень хорошо, and a few other words, so we're going to be fine. Actually, to think about it, I probably should start the interview with some Russian. Would be nice. Alright, anyways, here we are, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor were back from commercial break, and Seth Rollins goes for the elbow strike on Balor. Balor goes down to the mat. Back in the early 2000s, that's the only way I could get my pay-per-views. Was that a move? Really, Gary? That is crazy. That is awesome to hear. So how was the experience watching, a wrestling pay-per-view at a movie theater? Just sitting there with a bunch of wrestling fans. Do people pop? Is the reaction same as what you'd get at a wrestling show? How does it feel? Steve Goldberg born no more matches, says James. Yeah. At least don't have Mr. McMahon around for any matches, right? Never do that. Especially, do not try to hit him with the stunner. It was terrible the last time. Oh my gosh, Gary, no. I'm no comrade, brother. I'm definitely no comrade. And here we are, Seth Rollins now. Looks like he got Finn Balor down.
Oh my, I shudder to think what kind of damage that might have done to the champion.
Wow.
Rollins just barely beating the...
How do you guys feel about Seth Rollins bringing back the blonde hair? I feel like he looks a lot better in the blonde than he does in just the black. Looks a lot more vicious and aggressive in the blonde. AJ, drink some more tea and water. Thank you for that. Sure, definitely. I'll drink some more water. Thank you. What would I do without you guys? I really miss that one thing from Twitch as well. When you guys could ask me to drink water by hitting the button. That used to be something that, was great on Twitch. I really miss that. Yeah, nice, Ricky. That's sweet. Kick to the midsection. Seth Rollins beaten up right now. Finn Balor with the upper hand. Look at him. Seth Rollins looks like he's got some damage done, but for Finn Balor, he looks fresh and ready to go. Once again, knee strike to the midsection. Seth Rollins goes down. Finn goes for the cover. Seth kicks out at 1. We still got about 15 minutes left, which means there is room for one more set of commercial break, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get at least one more commercial break. It's gotta happen. Finn Balor just showing off at this point right now. Yes, Andy. Especially the days of the Architect. He used to have the blonde hair, and those were the days that I absolutely loved Seth Rollins. He was the very best. And of course, he let go of the blonde when he started becoming the Messiah and whatnot, and he went all black. But it's good to see the blonde back. I think he looks a lot better, the blonde and the black, rather than just the black. Wow. Big chop to the chest of Finn Balor, going for the Irish Whip. And Balor here with a reversal. Nice. And James says, tell her to stop putting forks in plug-ins. It's destroying her hair, sticking straight up. Who are you talking about, James? I'm not sure. Wait, who are you talking about here? Wow, Seth Rollins trying to get away here one more time. We got about 14 minutes left. The clock is ticking. And if something big's got to happen, just like Gary predicted something should happen, it must happen very soon. But again, just like I said, I've got low expectations because tonight's show has been nothing but a mid show. My rating early on were about 4.5. I'm going to pull it down a little bit. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. This show has been long, 3 hours long, and really nothing memorable from the show tonight at all. Yeah, they've done a little build-up towards War Games, and it's just not been great. I see Martha. All right. Masha, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'll let her know about that, James. Thanks for that. And Tyler Black used to have blonde hair while he was in ROH as well. Yes, that's right, Andy. Without a doubt. Nice dive to the outside, and Finn Balor now flat down on the commentator's table. It's still a 3 for me, says Andy. That's not a bad score at all. I think that's pretty justified. 3 is justified. I think I'm being a little generous tonight by giving it a 4. I give it a little bit of a advantage because of the Austin Theory, segment. The way he just went out was pretty nice, and especially on Dolph Ziggler. That was a lovely sight to see, but apart from that, the show has just been mid. It's been flat. And I guess you can expect that if the U.S. champion, I'm sorry, no offense to the U.S. title or Seth Rollins, but maybe I think it's a given when the U.S. champion is opening the show and closing the show. It's going to be a mid-show if you're opening and closing with the mid-card champion. But, you can't blame the U.S. champion for that. You got to blame Roman Reigns for it because he's going to be a part-timer. He doesn't want to be on both the shows or barely on any shows, though. Can't help that. They're trying to make the best of what they have. And here we are, Finn Balor taking Rollins out. Rollins with a reversal. Nice super kick right there. Knocking him out cold. Balor once again flat down on the mat. Rollins is going to go for a big maneuver of the top turnbuckle. Frog splash. Balor with a kick with a... Oh dear. Rolled up Rollins for the cover real quick. But Rollins kicks out once again. And so far for Mashup, by the way, another commercial break we have here, which means this is commercial break number 15. We really are getting a lot of commercials now in the last 30 minutes of the show. Commercial break number 15 is upon us. Crazy. So far, I have 2 questions from you guys when it comes to Masha Slamovich. The first question is her dream match. The second question is the greatest match that she's ever had so far, right? So these are the questions that I have. Any other questions that you guys have for Masha, her upcoming match at Overdrive, let me know, and I'll make sure to ask her those questions. And of course, James with a suggestion about putting forks and plugs and destroying her hair. Also that suggestion. Somebody needs to take this show out to the back 40 and put it back out of the misery. I agree, absolutely agree, Gary. Somebody needs to do that. So ready for my girl Maddie. Oh yeah, James. Maddie's got to be here. Maddie Runskowski's got to be here. Actually. So I'm going to be having... So we've actually just realized we're going to be having back-to-back ladies on here in the show. First, we're going to be having Masha Slamovich. We're going to have, after that, Maddie. And after Maddie, we're going to be having Amale from NXT UK. So we're going to have back-to-back stars on the show. Female stars. That's sweet. Who was her favorite tag team partner? Alright, thank you for that, Andy. I'll also ask her that question. Thank you. Thanks. So a 20 minutes long interview. I'll try to get as many questions in as I can, but definitely will try to ask all of your questions. And yeah, still on commercial break here. Yeah, I know, Gary. I was hoping that Austin Theory shows up because, after all that happened last week, I'd be surprised if Austin Theory, being as angry as he is, doesn't show up and try to beat the crap out of Seth Rollins. But, of course, he did not do that to Bobby Lashley either, so I don't know. But it would be nice if he does show up and, makes a statement here to close the show. That'd be nice. I remember... James, I do remember that. You're awesome. Thanks for the suggestions. I take all of your suggestions very seriously and, make sure that we make it happen. Whatever you guys suggest, I really want to make it happen. So I'm glad that Maddie's happening. I messaged Maddie, after the show. I messaged her. I said, great show tonight. Great batch tonight. You did great at NWA. And she was like, thank you so much for your watching. I really appreciate you watching the show. So she's super humble, super sweet. And cannot wait for the interview. I think it's going to be a great one. So, looking forward to it. Still, we got about 9 minutes still left. I'm back from commercial here. Finally back from commercial. Finn Balor still with the upper hand. Some of these matches tonight did not need to be as long as they were. That Dolph Ziggler match possibly was okay, maybe. But this match here tonight, I have to say, it did not need to be as long as it is turning out to be. A bit too stretched. And Finn Balor is gonna... Oh my gosh, is he gonna go for it? Oh dear, this is the same exact move that basically injured Finn Balor and injured him right in his first ever Universal title match. A match that he won, but of course because of the injury, he had to relinquish the title the next night. This was the same exact move right there on the barricade, but of course Finn Balor was able to get out of it this time, and he's looking to put... Oh wow, he was going to go for the big stomp on Rollins. Rollins gets out of the way. Rollins was going to go for the stomp on the back of the head of Balor himself. Now going for the pedigree. Finn Balor though, reversal. Rollins rolls him up for the cover. Finn Balor with a... Oh wait a second. Rollins gets him up. Power bomb to Finn Balor. Gets him down, going for the cover. And Balor with a kick out just like that. Now you're fine, my brother Gary. You're just fine. But yeah, this show's been long. 3 hours long. We do get tired, but you're fine. Now, your typing does not suck. You're awesome. The only thing or the only person that sucks is Kurt Angle, and we know that. That's right, Andy. Thank you. I need that number, AJ, says James. I don't have a number myself. It's just, email and DMs. That's it. Don't have a number myself, brother. I only have a few wrestlers' number. I can probably count them on my fingertips. I've got so bad with names. First of all, Zeta Zhang. I've got. Quite a few actually, think about it. Yeah, I've got a few numbers, but not Maddie's. And here we are, Seth Rollins is going to go for a high-risk maneuver. Wow, Balor gets out of the way. Taking him out cold. This could be it. But Zeta Zhang I remember very clearly because she was the first person who actually shared her number. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I agree, James. I do agree with that, honestly. Tonight, nights like these and last week, they prove that Raw needs to go back to 2 hours, honestly. I really do feel so. I think it's important that it goes back to 2 hours because 3 hours, they cannot manage it. But Nick Khan has said that if he wanted, he would have, made Raw 4 hours because it's commercially a success to make it longer. More commercials, more AdWords brings more revenue, and they want that. So 3 hours is a commercial success, but for us, it's not, right? When the show is not good, it's just not a success. Washington wants to win this game tonight. They lead 2-6-1. That's nice, Gary. Okay, sweet. I hope you guys, whoever is watching that game, is enjoying that game more than they're enjoying Raw tonight. That's nice. Andy says, I'm watching that game as well. That is nice. You guys are awesome. And here we are now. Finn Balor taking out Seth Rollins, but Rollins still refusing to give up, refusing to stay down. Elbow strike straight to the kidney of Rollins now. The referee checking on him, making sure he can continue the match. We got about 5 more minutes left. Hopefully, no more commercials. We only have 5 minutes, though. I really hope that they, have mercy on us. And Rollins is going to go for a pedigree, maybe not. Finn Balor was going to go for the stomp. Rollins gets out of the way. He's trying to go for the pedigree again. Maybe not. Wait a second. Well, he's going to go for the powerbomb on the turnbuckles. Finn Balor once again with the reversal. Rollins with the suplex. Going for the cover again. And Rollins, of course, could not get the job done. Balor kicks out once again at a 2. I have the quickest remote control thumb in the Mid-Atlantic. You're awesome, Gary. I love that. Crowd is absolutely dead, says James, and that's not even, an exaggeration. It's true. The crowd is dead. And I cannot blame them for that, because tonight has barely given them any big movement. It barely has. So I cannot blame for them for not making any noise. And here we are now with the Judgment Day clowns coming up. You got Damian Priest, you got Dominic Mysterio here for the leader. Of course, Gary, this could be it. This is the big movement that you were talking about. Judgment Day is here, so we could be seeing somebody else coming here interfering as well. Let's see. Damian Priest with the distraction. Finn Balor finally with the stomp to the chest. This could be it. True said that he wants Finn Balor to actually walk out with a U.S. title. It could happen, courtesy of the Judgment Day tonight. You're right, Ricky. Too much KFC can make you feel sleepy, and here we are now. Nice. The OC coming out, taking out the Judgment Day, and now Finn Balor is distracted, clearly. The OC with an equalizer. Nice. And they have taken it to the ring now. Dominic Mysterio needs to stop begging of people for mercy. You know, already, if he's not already too much of a baby face, him begging for mercy really makes him feel like a baby. And here we are, Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley just jumping over the barricade, fighting hard and fighting continuously. Damian Priest, I think he was trying to break the table with Carl Anderson, but the table did not break. However, Damian Priest has been thrown over the barricade. Finn Balor looking to put this to an end here, sending Rollins straight to the turnbuckle. Balor is going to go for a high-risk maneuver on the top turnbuckle. I'm pretty sure Rollins has got to get out of the way, which is going to cost Balor this match. And Dominic Mysterio gets in here once again, causing the distraction. AJ Styles pushes Balor down straight to the mat. This got to be it. Yeah. Seth Rollins is winning tonight. Finn Balor is not walking out with the US title. That's certain. Oh my gosh. Ricky says, is this a Raw main event or is this Dynamite? Ricky is not having fun tonight. I see you, brother. But this was quite a chaotic way to end the show. Stomp to the head. It's got to happen. That's right. Over. It's got to be over. It's a 1. It's a 2. That's it, guys. It's over. The show is over. Seth Rollins retains the US Championship. Was this a main event material main event? I don't think so. I don't feel like this match should have main evented Raw, but good for him. Oh, wow, Gary. This could be it. You mentioned Austin Theory, and here he is. Austin Theory here with some retribution on Seth Rollins. Couldn't even, get the time to celebrate his victory. Austin Theory comes in here, ruins the celebration, and now taking out Seth Rollins brutally, badly. That's right. You're right, Gary. Merciful God after all, indeed, brother. But Austin Theory here, basically the highlight of the show, without a doubt. You know, he really caused a buzz when he turned, turned on Dolph Ziggler, attacked him, destroyed him early on, and now he's doing the same to Seth Rollins, closing the show with his actions, of course. Rollins is going to be the talk of the town once the show goes off the air. Everybody is going to be talking about Rollins and, of course, Theory, which is great for Theory. Last week, everybody was talking about Theory, and they were pitting him, thinking that it was over, but now everybody's going to talk about Theory and thinking about how much of a monster he can be. This guy, if they continue the same route with Austin Theory, this guy could actually be the next Viper, the next Randy Orton. Vicious, aggressive, and just gets the job done with his tactics, destroying people. This could be it. His gimmick could be destroying people for fun, That's it. I'm sort of loving. I can't say I love because we still haven't seen enough. Barely anything. We're just getting started with this. But so far, I love this new side of Austin Theory. A much needed side where he's not acting like an entitled brat. Instead, he knows what he wants and he has his eyes set on it. I love it. He's more than talks. He's making statements with his actions. And now he grabs the US title. He's about to knock his head off with the championship. Just like that. Knocking Seth Rollins out cold, hitting him straight in the head with his own US title. Not bad of an ending to Monday Night Raw. The show was all about Austin Theory, without a doubt. The best part about the show was Theory. But this is not a Raw, this is a match made by Tony Khan. Alright, Ricky. Ricky's not having fun tonight. And Gary with the 4 out of 10, he says, I'm being generous. I agree. 2 out of 10 from Ricky. That's absolutely right, says Andy as well. Angry Theory, that's right, true. I don't mind Angry Theory at all. Actually, I like it. Instead of Austin Theory, let's rename him to Angry Theory. If Mr. McMahon was still around, he'd probably do it. He'd probably rename him to Angry Theory. But anyways, guys, I'm going to give the show a 4 out of 10. It was all about Austin Theory and nothing else but about Austin Theory. The entire show was weak. From the very get-go, the first segment was weak, the first few matches were weak, the Bobby Lashley versus Ali was kind of unnecessary, but yeah, overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10, I think I'm being generous. Austin Theory was hands down the best part about it. My rating never changed, says Andy, still a 3, I see you, Andy, sweet, and that's right, week Raw indeed, week Raw. The best part about it was that it was fast-paced, but other than that, a week Raw. Overall, we had 8 matches, 10 segments, and 15 commercial breaks. So that's that. Thank you, Ricky. Thanks for the 10 out of 10 for the watch along. As always, the watch alongs are what they are because of you guys. So thank you so much for being here, for the love, for the support. And of course, I'm going to be seeing you all tomorrow for NXT. And yeah, Also going to be interviewing Masha Slamovich in the evening. I'll let you guys know how that interview goes. But thank you so much for joining me here tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Much love to all of you, and I love those AEW chants here from James. All right, AEW just 2 days away. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'll see you guys tomorrow for NXT. Thank you. That's right. Tomorrow's NXT is gonna be good. Take care, guys. Much love to all of you. Good night. Take care.